ask about your person, you decided to go north in exploration of the rest of the level, having gained pass to do so.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got. I can hear is someone in the forest? No, it's just a dog. It's okay. I thought I heard crickets and stuff in the background for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably my neighbor's dogs.
It's going to bug me all night. There you go. That seems a bit better, and hopefully I should be able to turn my video back on.
Oh, while we're waiting, since I'm tired of carrying the reg fund, given that reg is now resed. So each of you take 1 platinum, 117 GP, and 14 gold pieces worth of the hammer and anvil coins. I'll repeat that again. 1 platinum, 117 GP, and 14 GP worth of hammer and anvil coins.
Nice.
That's split 7 ways, so we'll give Daze his share we'll give the Goliath Slayer's share.
So Aleth, you haven't even been here, and Grim the dwarf has just handed you this bag of gold and loot, some of which is platinum covered.
I think he's gone.
It's never a bad night. So you have the door to the north, and you have the other spooky door to the north, and you have the doors to the south that you've already explored. You're in a room with a giant throne made of bones because it's a fantasy. Is it even a fantasy based dungeon if there isn't a throne or in some way made of bones at some point in the dungeon? I don't think it would count. So we've included one just for you guys.
So,
okay, what do you guys want to do?
Isn't there a noise of something big in one of these rooms? I think on the last week we heard something. Didn't we?
Yeah, down here.
Down here. So
yeah, there's definitely something big, and there's the sound of chains being pulled and stretched around by it. But that's settled down in the time since the doors closed and since the bandit chieftainess, I should say, disappeared back into the room. Things have calmed down.
Okay. And we've picked up that visage, haven't we? And we reckon that's down south somewhere still, don't we?
Yeah, so you're aware of where the riddle statue is. That's the statue of the harp player.
Yeah.
And that is down south. But as a group, you have decided to push on north at the end of the last session.
Okay.
Do we want to continue up the hall past the vampire den? Or do we want to go through the door here?
What, the door here?
The door.
Right. Yep.
I think the door onto the top right was a dead end, I think. Or presumably a dead end.
There?
I think.
I didn't get up that way. Did someone go up?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. As memory serves me, which is not very good, obviously, because I had my brain eaten twice.
You haven't been to the north of this room yet.
No, not this bit. I'm talking about past the where the vampire was.
Oh yeah, sure. There's I think you have explored that region.
Yeah, it's a dead end up there.
Oh, okay.
Dead end. It's a dead end.
I say, guys, we go through this door up here. I'll just pack up my tea set.
Yep.
And away we go.
Well, since we haven't got Dave, you just see the paladin step through this flaming portal to summons unknown.
God damn these paladins.
And he does it stoically without saying a word while muttering to himself and staring at his sword.
Just stares at his sword.
I know Dave would approve of this. Just let me know when you guys want to open the door.
I'll open the door.
Boom.
All right.
Yeah.
That was bold, Grim. I like it. There was no, I check it for traps. I gingerly caress the door. I place my ear to the door. That was
I'm,
good.
I'm taking safe passage at its word.
That is very, very brave of you, and I respect that. So, you've got this
If
room
you can
here.
all go boom when somebody opens a door, Matt,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
You guys get a week off. You've had some rough times recently. These are statues. You can see they're the star-shaped icons of human-looking warriors, and you can see like the white wisps of webs stretched between them. Some are the ones towards the ceiling are slightly thicker. The ones towards the ground are like they're fine webs, like easy to push by. And on the floor, over as the corridor stretches out to the east, are the corpses of three giant spiders on their backs with their legs in the air. There are loads of statues in this room, all in heroic poses, but they've all been defaced or chipped away at some point. Like they originally looks like they had nameplates, but the nameplates have all been smashed to bits with like been chiseled away to leave just plain spaces in their stead.
Yeah.
Can we?
Well, these look pretty
Can
interesting.
I walk along? Can I walk along the boulevard of broken statues?
Only if I can sing Green Day songs while you do.
But that wasn't an accident, man. And just see if there's anything that stands out, anything that.
And I'm just going down, and I'm just sort of like tapping each one with my great axe to see what happens.
Good plan. Give me an intelligence check. No, I'm joking.
All right, I was going to do it as well.
I can't make you take any more intelligence checks for a whole week. You're intelligence check immune. You're fine. But the doors to the east, there's like a door to the north up here. There's a door to the south down here, and you see these grandiose-looking doors right to the east of the corridor.
Okay.
And to the
Anyone go
left.
west? Is there
And
anything?
what's over here? Are these pillars?
Yeah, that is pillar. They look similar build to the pillars that you've seen in the other pillar room down to the south. Other than that,
I'll sort of turn around and say, well, which way are we going then, guys? Which way?
Doors to the east, you've got doors to the north, corridors to the south down here. There's all sorts in this corridor. Your vision's impaired, like everywhere you look, there are these statues in the way. So you kind of, from some angles, you can see right to the end of the corridor, and others you can only see a few meters ahead of you. The webs create strange shadows on the floor as you move from place to place.
Matt, can I take a knee and see if I see any fresh tracks or anyone that's been through this corridor recently?
Sure. Are you able to move your character into the corridor, Fallon?
Yeah, I think. Well, we'll certainly try.
Come on, you can do this.
Certainly try.
Oh,
Oh, that was exciting. Yeah, you take a knee, and you do see humanoid tracks both to the west and the east. Give me a survival check to see how well you can identify those tracks. No rush on that. So if anyone else can tell me anything else that they're doing.
Well, spider legs are quite good fried up with a bit of parsley. I
Can't deny that.
I don't think these look very fresh though.
Yeah, the spiders look relatively freshly dead. They're not covered in too many maggots.
So
rolled it, Matt.
I'm sort of like just a little bit drawn to the spiders this way. I'm still tapping the statues as I go past to see if they're made out of precious metals or anything, or
Alan would tap that.
he would tap that.
So we've got the Farlan. As you look to the ground, the tracks are humanoid, and they. It looks like potentially from where the tracks are coming from, they've come from the bandit throne room to the west and to the east, as if they've wandered this corridor, and spider webs are remade again in their wake. Grim, as you get closer to the corpse of the spider, you see it's riddled with crossbow bolts, similar to the style of ones that were carried by the bandits in the room to the south.
I've got a feeling we should go west.
Go
Okay.
west.
Okay.
West is best, as they say.
I don't really mind really. I mean,
I'm game.
down this way looks like
we've got to go one way.
So where you are, Grim, you see there's a corridor to the south with just like a little turning off down to right to the south. Nothing of interest other than the turning at the end from where you are.
Grim, should we have a quick look down there?
Yeah, Alan, shall we just take a quick peek?
Yeah.
Be
Ranger
right back.
guy, we're just gonna have a quick look down there, quick. Is there any? What's the spider situation? The webs like down this way, DM? Is it kind of like cleared up a little bit, or is it still?
There's no webs in this particular corridor. They're just a
checking.
door. Looks like it doesn't look as sturdy as some of the other doors. It's more like a door you might find in a cupboard or like a closet almost.
Ooh.
All right, take a quick listen.
Yeah, what do you reckon, Green?
Give me a perception check. You do not hear anything. Unless you want to use inspiration, of course. Would you like to use inspiration?
No. Try the handle. Is it unlocked?
After you use your inspiration, I was so excited to tell you still didn't hear anything. You really ruined that for me. Literally spoil all my fun. There's a handle.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go in.
I'll check it for trap.
Oh, it's too late now. You've always got to go in. Can you stay outside a second, because what you see inside may stop you wanting to go in quite as far. Because in the middle of that room, as you open the door, you see a normal-sized, human-looking eyeball floating in the air, flickering in its direction, like to face you, like an eyeball sort of hovering in the air, and occasionally it's on a flits like a couple of centimeters to the left or to the right, like a little wasp or whatever. But you can't see any visible wings. It's more seems magical in nature. It's a floating eyeball. It's checking you out.
Is it looking? Is it? I mean, obviously, I'm raising my great axe up, and I'm like really surprised that there's a float. I've never seen a floating eyeball down here before. This is a new one on me.
Grim, it appears to be like literally the eyeball is like moving up and down. It's looking you up and down, like down at your feet, checking you out, checking out what you're wearing.
Matt, can you move me to the party because I don't see anybody?
I closed the door.
Sure. Okay, you do so.
Alan, shall we go
Karen,
check out west?
Karen, did you say you wanted to move to the corridor, or?
Yeah, where the party is, because I don't see anybody, so I don't know where anybody is.
Oh, okay, cool. Everyone's down here.
This web? Can you move my token? Oh, yeah, nice, thank you.
Pleasure.
I'm going to go back to the group and just sort of like, there's a great big floating eyeball in there. It didn't do anything. It just looked at us weird. Any ideas?
Did it seem hostile?
Well, no. We opened the door. It surprised us, and I think we surprised it. It just looked at us weird. I mean, didn't try to talk to us or anything. It's weird.
It was eyeing us up and down, so to speak.
Yeah. I'm wondering if
at Grimm's pun, Obi smirks just a little bit.
Alan just looks and snorts because he missed the pun, and okay. So, what do you reckon?
So through the door from where you are now, the eyes like whoomph, like ethereally comes right through the door, and now it's like here, like in the middle of the bottom of the corridor. This time it's eyeing Alan like right to the top, right to the bottom, just checking them out, floating in the air, doing what floating eyeballs do.
What floating eyeballs do?
Well, they do this. They look up and they look down.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a limit to the things that floating eyeballs do, and looking around is basically it.
Guys, I don't know. I mean, do I hit it or do I try and talk to it? It's black and white.
Try and talk to it.
Okay.
Maybe lower the axe whilst you approach it.
Okay. I'll sort of like
The
walk up
fact
to it.
that of all the people we've set in to negotiate, we've sent a Minotaur.
Yeah, barbarian monitor who's a bit unhinged.
This couldn't be going better.
DM, as Alan steps forward, Og would like to fall in behind him and attempt to hide.
Okay, noted. Stealth it up.
As I see the Minotaur step forward, what looks like an attempt to have a conversation with a floating eyeball, and knock an arrow in readiness for everything to hit the fan.
Last week you couldn't hit a 5 foot high carrion crawler.
It makes me
How
feel.
are you going to float an eyeball floating in the air?
Makes me feel safer.
And thread the needle between 4 people.
And I'm gonna walk around the side onto the other side right here to the corner behind the elbow.
So
I had a message from Winter, by the way.
Yeah.
He's just roll 20 kicked him out again. He's had a right old mare. He wanted to give it a shot, but his computer's not playing ball yet again. It's not.
So I feel like peered up.
What are you going to say to the eyeball? Yeah.
Well met, eyeball.
It comes up right up, like in front of your nose, like right up next to your fur, like woof. And then like it elevates. Like instead of looking up and down, it's like looks over the top of you and goes right like next to your knees. And then Karen, it's next to you. It's like eyeing you up now. It's like now in front of you.
Do I recognize this thing at all?
No, I don't think you do. It's not an eyeball you've seen previously.
Worth a shot.
Definitely worth a shot.
I move over here and open the door while he's eyeing Chiron.
Okay. You do.
And I go inside and search around. Is there anything besides an empty room?
Give me an investigation check.
I mean, this is the damnedest thing. Look at it. It's just.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just looking at us.
Yeah, you don't seem to find anything in the room. Seems empty.
I'm gonna look at this thing and
it's just zoomed over your head, Karen, as you look at it, and now it's right up, just in front of Farland's arrow, like going like in little circles around Farland, trying to get a really good look.
I wonder if it's a guide for that.
Oh, well, you'd know,
It was
Ranger.
just shut inside. It was just shut inside the cupboard.
I mean, it's a
Move
weird-
towards
That was a spy.
I mean, what happens if we walk away from it? Is it going to follow us?
I think it's right here near Farland, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's the south of Farland.
Yeah. I sort of like go up to.
Doesn't seem phased by the arrow pointing at it. It's obviously seen Farland shooting before.
I put the arrow back in my quiver and step slightly to the right to see if it moves past me.
It sidesteps to the right with you.
Tonight,
Can I try and poke
but I
it?
jump to the left.
I'm just like.
Me.
So as you poke it, Christian, as you touch the eyeball,
It explodes.
no, what you do is you hear, and it disappears like a little puff of smoke.
So I just like look around to the group and go, "What was that? What the hell was that?" I look at my finger and go, "There's nothing. There's no like stuff on my finger. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing." But I'll relate to the group that I heard some sort of like laughing, but I'm not too sure if it was the actual eyeball or whether it was something else.
I think it was a spy.
I mean, who knows in this place? I mean, it wouldn't put past this place to have something like that down here.
Well, are we going west?
Well,
West.
that's it. Let's go west.
probably make a note of that eyeball because I get the feeling we might be seeing it again.
Yes.
It was human-sized eyeball, so like
Yeah, I
an
mean,
inch
it wasn't an eyeball the size of a human. It was an eyeball the size of a human eyeball.
human eyeball, right?
Yeah.
I reckon I might have hit an eyeball the size of a human.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
still like tapping these as I go by. Blah blah blah.
okay, I've noted that you're tapping the statues, Alan, and nothing is forthcoming. No demons erupt for them, no arrow traps, but also no hidden compartments slide open with treasures untold. They are just statues on this occasion.
Yeah. Well, you never know.
No, you've got to check these things. I quite agree.
Oh look, looks like a door here, guys. Ooh.
Yeah, there's a door to the south, corridor to the north that kind of opens up like in a wider room to the left there. The room of pillars. These pillars go all the way from the floor to the ceiling, which is about 50 foot in this room. There's like an offshoot up here and another corridor to the south. To the best of your knowledge, Og, at this point, you remain unseen through this.
Right. So based on that, as Og passes the door that they just passed, he reaches into his pocket and produces probably something none of you can see, and draws a big circle around the door with a few outward radiating lines, and then he follows along.
None of you would have seen that based on your passive perception. You may roll to notice it again if you walk past the door again. Which direction are you going, guys? What are you doing with the pillars?
We lost the wood elf.
It's not moving me.
Okay.
That's right. I'll move you along.
Move it.
Just if you're not with the group, just make sure you go. Oi, Matt, I'm not with the group. Move you along. Manageable.
Okay. I listen at this southern door.
You do hear talking.
Yeah.
Well,
Not-
we have
yeah,
safe
not-
passage.
Not very.
Fair.
Not very. There's like swear words. There's laughing. It sounds like a group of people at some kind of game. Occasionally, there's like cheering where somebody obviously is winning, and occasionally, no, just they're talking in common quite loudly.
Do we want to stop for cards or do we want to move on?
Shall we check the northern passage? Og seems to be. Well, we don't see Og, do we?
Sure. As you go into the northern passage, there is a corpse on the floor, rotting. It looks to be wearing the same sorts of vampiric clothes that the undertakers have been wearing.
What smell?
Would like
Inspect
to.
it. Can I expect it to see to judge the how long it's been there?
Give me a medicine check on
Maybe
that.
what killed it. What check?
Since you're trying to specifically find out what killed it, I'll allow you to take a survival check if that's better for you.
He has been a You might want to roll that for me, Matt.
Yep, on it.
Bothering.
You have linked your armor. You've linked your armor proficiency twice, if that counts.
We know that now.
That's not what I clicked. But,
but you've also rolled an 18 for survival. So you would say, like, you kind of lean down, you kind of pull bits of the corpse apart, see where the maggots are, and you notice the fang wounds on this thing, and you would say, probably killed by spiders of the larger than common or garden variety.
Please, I relay that to the group.
You can see around the
Yes,
wounds, there's like bits of desecration, like venoms burned away at the wound marks.
Bloody hell, these spiders do
Also-
not mess about.
I also confirm that it is in fact dead.
Okay.
Good knowledge.
I'll search along the northern wall here to see if there's anything extraordinary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I sort of like wander back down to here.
Nothing extraordinary on the northern wall.
Alright. All right.
I'll sort of lean up against the wall here and just have my axe out, and I'll just chill.
DM.
Player.
Og, I would like Og to pull out his a small blade, probably the short sword, and like press on the necrosis, the necrotic tissue, and try and like force some of it into a vial, and then cap it and put it in his cloak.
Sure, okay. You can do that.
Would you like me to roll anything?
I'm trying to work out what you might roll for that. I guess.
Nature, maybe? Nature, survival? Neither of them are great, so.
I don't know. Yeah, okay. We'll go. I'll let you take nature or medicine, whichever better for you.
It's the same stat.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you managed to do that.
Great.
You have, make a note, you have giant spider venom in a vial.
Cool.
Iffy.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right, Grim, where
come
we
on,
going,
Alan.
Grim? Yeah, come on.
Let's go check this little alcove.
Down here. Back in a minute, boys.
What could go wrong, right?
As we get closer, what do we see kind of poking?
Oh, there's another. What looks like a big leather suit of armor, like full-bodied, legs, everything. But it looks like what was inside it is kind of wasted and rotten away, and in a similar fashion to the previous area.
Wow, it looks
It's
like we've
another
got some
rotting
spiders
corpse.
in Grim round here.
There's
Did
like
anyone
a money pouch lying next to the corpse.
Oh,
I'll take.
Grim,
Go ahead.
You pick it up. You're the banker.
I'll grab it and take a quick look.
The corpse is full of tiny, tiny spiders. The pouch, rather, is full of tiny spiders. As you open it, they start to crawl out all over your hand. There are
drop
hundreds
it
of
and brush them off.
Cool.
Back away. Okay. Well, shall we go south?
Well,
Let's go.
is there?
Can I just before we move on? Can I just double check that there's no? Can I get a sense that there's no secret is or anything like that in the room that I'm still
I would
in?
like to assist in that endeavor.
Sure. Give me an investigation check with advantage.
What, in the first room?
You might have to do it. My character sheet's frozen. That.
Do you want me to roll it and I'll just roll it at advantage?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
Cool.
Lucky you had that advantage, but yeah.
Sure.
There's nothing else in the room apart from the corpse. Walls all seem pretty sound.
Stuff it is then.
Am I spying a door here, DM?
Door where? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a door there. That's the one that the guys listened to earlier. That's got the voices coming from it.
Right. Okay.
Sound like the voices of bandits involved in some kind of game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep going south then.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Totally. And I'm going to keep filing, keeping up. Kyron, are you wanting to keep up with the group? Are you struggling with Roll20 as well?
Yeah, it's lagging so much.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to move you boys down as a little pair. So the corridor just kind of carries on to the south.
This may hook back up.
The signs of the spider webs seem to have gone away, but as you kind of reach to the south where you are, there is a door. Looks like it's strange. It's kind of hinged on the right hand side here, and it's like airtight all the way around.
That's unusual.
That's descriptive. So, like, I don't need to investigate it further.
Sure.
Is there any markings or?
No, it is a
runes or anything like that.
It's got a doorknob. That's pretty.
Well, take a listen.
Can't hear anything. Would you like to use your advantage?
No.
Your inspiration. Okay.
I'm conserving everything.
So smooth steel door with a knob is
Yep.
is what you're telling me, Matt.
Yeah, and it's sealed, as in there's no gaps at the top or the bottom or the side. It's not locked, but it's sealed, as in it's. Yeah.
Should we knock?
And why not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Which one of you is going to knock on the door?
I'm going to sort of like bang it with the end of my great wax.
You do
You're
so.
gonna take 5 foot behind him.
Like,
Yeah, we all stood 5 feet behind him.
like I sort of look around and go, "Where's everybody gone?"
We work as a team, but we send the Minotaur in first.
First, yeah. Like,
It's basic door opening policy. Don't stand
Yeah.
next to the person who opens the door. There's a fatal funnel that comes out of the front of the door, and you don't want to be a part of it.
Oh, this is a good door as well. This is golden. No, you can't hear anything, and nothing's apparent from the tapping. It doesn't reveal hidden compartments. It doesn't speak words of magic when you tap it in a certain way. It's just a door.
let's open this door then, guys. There could be some.
Oh,
in
Is
there.
it?
give me dexterity check, Alan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get advantage on this, I think.
Okay, give me a dexterity check, Grim. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Did Grim go in with
As
me?
you open the door, like it's got like this 20-foot high ceiling, and the whole compartment behind is full. Like there isn't a spare inch. The whole thing is full with skulls, and the whole like set of skulls, kind of as you open it, like a tidal wave pours down on top of you, kind of bludgeoning you left to right and causing just 1 point of damage each. A mighty one.
Wow.
You are like covered in these things, and behind it, there is a message on the wall scrawled in blood.
I try to read the message.
It says, "Hallister was here. Ha ha ha."
Does anybody know Hallister? I've looked around the group. Does anybody know who that guy is?
It's probably the guy who created this template.
In his tower, Alan.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a really bad tower, but
Just for my notes,
Yeah.
it was spelled like W-U-Z.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. There is there were probably around there's over 1,000 skulls easily, and now you guys are now swimming on them. Like you can't move for treading on a skull on the floor because these things have just poured out of this compartment there.
All right. I try to dig my way towards the back to see if there's anything around the message, any crevices, anything worthwhile.
Are they all humanoid?
Give me an investigation check and make it better than your dexterity check.
There you go. Oh, 50% better.
As you're rooting around, you do find like a little whole section where there's like 20 dwarven-looking skulls, like all in a pack. A lot of the rest are human. There's a few elves, but like you're like, there's the boys.
Yeah.
Dwarves represent.
I'll make my way back out.
I mean, the corridors.
I look at
Jeez,
Grim
for me.
and sort of like go. I
All
sort of-
right. Well, that
I
was
sort of like respectfully kick skulls out of the way. Well, what is all this shit? and wander off.
Yeah.
that Hallister's a funny one.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I've met him. He's a right giggle. Dead end. Total dead end.
All right,
Because I don't trust the DM, I would like to investigate the dead end.
I'll assist.
Really, Howard? Your investigation at the moment, I'm not sure that's going to be...
No, I was assisting him.
Okay, we're good. We got a 21.
I'm
Yeah,
taking it. Go on.
you find telltale ridges where at some point a door has been opened, and you find like a little switch in the side whereby you could probably pull the thing out on its hinges.
I'm just taking a Minotaur whiz on the south wall.
Nice. The secret door is on the north wall, luckily, and is unwhizzed on.
Search for any traps.
Sure. Go for it. Investigation.
So, guys, what have you found?
Oh, you can do perception. That's fine. Whichever. No, there's no trap.
yeah.
You,
Okay.
you seem pretty sure.
All right. I'll pull the lever to open the door.
Oh, you found a door there. Clever.
Yeah. Let me tell you, is that an alabaster throne?
Do you want me to go in
It is.
there?
It is not. It is a.
Oh, bummer.
It's made of green copper, actually, covered in cobwebs. And on the floor is a green copper. There's a green copper helm. Looks like it's made out of the same material as the throne.
Let me go in. I'll have a wander around. What should I do? Sort of like just a perception or something? Just anything out of the ordinary around the throne and what it's sitting on?
No, I mean, like I said, other than the fact that on the top of the throne part, there's like a picture of what looks like to be the green helm that's on the floor.
Be something about that helm if they've rendered it art as well.
I'm guessing that's pretty important, but it's weird to be left here, though.
Take a closer look at the helm. Is it a humanoid size helm?
Yeah, the humanoid could wear it. Probably too small for a Minotaur, but the rest of you would be
It could
good.
fit on a horn.
I tap it with a torch.
We don't trust anything in this place.
None of us are just going to put it on.
Hey, Howard, you know that sound that wood makes as it hits copper?
Ah,
the
yes, that's the sound. Got it.
I saw
All right.
Definitely copper.
I go ahead and pick up the helm holding out before me and just
Yeah.
inspect it.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything like? Is it?
Other than being a little bit cobwebby, it it just seems like a nicely made, probably dwarven made helm.
Ah,
Yeah, directly behind Grim, Og is standing there like this with a mage hand floating just about here. just like staring at him. And then makes it disappear.
We keep forgetting that you can do that. Shit, that guy. Let's make sure he touches things first.
does anyone want to put this on and sit in the throne? Any takers?
It's too big for my head.
I'm not going to suggest we put it on, but if you all want to sit here for 10 minutes, I can tell you what it is if it is anything.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. Do that.
That does sound more sensible.
I'll put a kettle on. I'll make a cup of tea.
Oh, God. You do so, and that makes a cup of tea. I guess that's a ritual cast of Identify.
Definitely is.
There's nothing remarkable about the throne or the helm, apart from like a faint aura of connected magic.
I'm going to put it on and sit in the throne.
Booyah! I knew I could persuade someone to do that. Lee, give me a dexterity check.
Yeah, you can roll it for me, mate. I'm still waiting to refresh.
Yeah, sure.
I'm kind of like this going. What's going on?
Great.
Because nice knowing
So-
all.
What you do is you notice, and there's like a noise above you, and as you look up, there's this compartment above the throne, and it opens up, and a small stick-like object kind of falls down towards you. But with those reactions, you're like, whew, reach out and you grab this thing. As you look at it, it looks to be a wand of some kind.
Kid.
You have a wand.
I step up and take the wand to the group for us all to inspect. And take a look.
That's a pretty stick.
Thanks, Alan.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Anyone
wand.
else got any insights?
The wand looks to be of arcane purpose. It's made, like the long part is made of the green copper that the throne and the helm are both made of.
I reckon it's a pretty penny with old what's her face? Apple Honeywell, whatever her name is.
Applecore.
Apple
Og
Core.
sort of rolls his eyes again and says,
Have you got another 10 minutes?
"Do you just want to put it in the bag, or do you want to know what it is?"
Wow.
Or
I
tea.
wonder what it is. Maybe it's
I'll have
something
some
useful.
Let's find out. Yeah. I'll
Same verse as the first, DM.
Okay. Yeah, you would know that it is a wand of secrets. I've just linked what that does in the chat. It glows a lovely, warm, magic-y glow. And as you look at it, you kind of realize that using this wand and spending time pointing it at things, it will give you sensations so that you know whether there are secret doors nearby or traps that you could find. So whoever's got the wand can go ahead and add the wand of secrets to their character sheet.
who's good at who's gonna
In
use that?
his very sort of tongue-in-cheek, matter-of-fact sort of way, Og explains all of that.
Well, that's good then, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of secret stuff in this place.
Yes,
That's
if you
good, right?
would have the hindsight to point it at things and continue to use it, you might not get any dumber.
No, well, that's probably not possible.
Why don't you take it and hold on to it?
Yeah, I agree.
I will be burdened with this glorious purpose.
Much appreciated. I'll go ahead and throw the helm. I'll throw the bronze helm in my backpack. It might be worth something.
Sure. Okay. In the interest of, we've lost Lee. That's a shame. Hopefully he'll be back. In the interest of expediency, if you tell me where you want to walk back to, having found this dead end, I will zoom the camera there and.
I think
Let's
back to
walk
the
back to
eyeball
the
corridor.
statues. Yeah.
Back to the eyeball corridor, really, isn't it? Not just north of that.
Perfect.
Yep, no problem.
You all agree, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. There you go. By the wonders of modern teleportation, after 20 minutes studying and kind of 10 minutes wandering down that end of the corridor, you find yourself back at the junction with the mysterious, next to the mysterious eye corridor, with the corridor going off to the east in the Hall of Statues, ending in the double doors at the end.
Is there a door? Is there a door here? A little hard to see. Wasn't there a door on the north side somewhere?
There is a door on the north side also, yes.
Right.
Just
there.
Grim.
All right. Go ahead.
The door halfway like between. There's like a door in the south, and there's halfway between the door on the south and the corridor. There's a door to the north, and then right at the end of the corridor, there's the big grandiose doors I was talking. Yeah, welcome back, Lee.
So are we in front of the door? It's again can't
Yeah,
really
I think
see
we
it
are.
on the map.
I think it's door here at the map.
Yeah.
All right, take a listen.
Grim, can you hear anything?
So which? So my roll 20s on one, but which door are you looking at? The door to the north, door to the south, or the big
north.
doors?
North.
Okie dokie. Nope. You kind of put your ear to the door. Can't hear anything.
I'll try the door. See if it's locked.
It's not. It doesn't seem locked.
All right,
This is,
Jen.
I'll open the door.
All right.
Great. I will go ahead and open it. This is the evil sloping room of death. It's an empty northward-facing tunnel that gradually slopes down, but by the time it gets to the end of it, it's about 20 feet lower than it is. So it's quite a steep. It's quite a steep tunnel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't like that. That's freaking me out a little bit.
So it's sloping down to this end.
Yeah, it's sloping down. It's getting further down as it goes to the north.
I sort of like hug the south wall. I don't like the slope. What's down there,
Yeah,
guys?
other than that, the room's pretty nondescript. It's like you're in the deep end of a shadow pool going to the shallow end.
Are there? I look for any crevices along this wall here and here that might, where water or something else might come out of.
Yeah, my Roll20 keeps. I'm going to have to install Firefox or something, or go to a different computer because that's really demanding. It keeps saying it keeps booting me out, but the rest of my Windows are telling me that I've got lovely internet. And Roll20 is telling me that I suck.
So Og's gone down the slope, right?
Yeah, go down the slope, and there's like the corridor. I've got my book here anyway, so if you tell me what you're doing, I can describe it to you still. I just can't see the tokens currently. Well, my just one more
Yes.
thing. Yep, okay, we're good.
It's slowly proceeding.
Yep, so you see the corridor to the north kind of bends round and continues to slope down.
So I sort of like get on my butt and slide down to the bottom.
Okay, you do so.
And I sort of like, and I get up.
The whole thing slides like round in a corner, and you just like a helter-skelter slide and end up in this statue room over here, Alan.
Oh, I have literally gone into another room.
Yeah, you've literally helter-skeltered down. The whole thing is like a big sort of slide.
Oh, okay. I thought
Well-
I thought my Roll20 was messing up then.
No.
I was
That
like,
was you going
what?
down the helter-skelter slide.
Okay. So I sort of like get up and
This
go.
is a particularly interesting room, so it bears some describing. It's got like a domed ceiling. It's 15 foot high at the edges, but 30 foot high in the middle. If that kind of makes any sense. The actual dome itself at the ceiling is 15 foot. The dome itself, and this is interesting information actually before you walk in, is filled with what looks to be sizzling acid. The acid is quite interesting because it's sizzling and looks very acidic. It's pretty obvious what it is, but also it's currently defying gravity as it holds its place in the ceiling above you.
And does it cover the whole of the ceiling above us
Yeah, it fills the dome.
or above?
It's like a massive volume of acid.
So it's hovering above within the dome.
Yeah, it's like an upside down dome, like an upside down bathtub, if you like, dome-shaped bathtub full of sizzling acid. Also in the room is a statue, about 8 foot high, of a Sahuagin baron with no trident, 4 arms, and it's facing north. And clutching in its hands is a 1 foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
I would like to take out a copper from my coin purse and flick it into the room.
Kind of flies into the air, and there's this like moment of silence where everyone's like, it clatters onto the floor, and nothing happens. As acid completely fails to pour anywhere down from the ceiling. Looks pretty
Hey,
safe.
what happened to your hand? Can't you go take the box?
Sure. And I will send the mage hand over towards the box and see if the box and statue are separate.
Yeah, I mean, there are several options here. You can use there's the keyhole in the box, but it looks like the box could be removed.
Quick question. If I were to say, give my mage hand my thieves' tools and send the mage hand to the keyhole to do thievery things. Is that a feasible action?
I'm going to say no, and only because that is a particular skill that's offered within the Arcane Tricksters book. So I figure unless they give permission for the Arcane Trickster
Okay.
to do it specifically for that skill, it seems
Yep.
wrong to give it to other classes, if you see what I mean.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Does the volume of acid in the dome look like it would fill this room, and including the door corridor?
And much of the corridor.
All right. Before we do anything, why don't I take my rope and pythons and create a right along the wall up, essentially a rope pull, so we could, if we have to get out fast, we can quickly run and pull ourselves up to the door.
Okay, that makes sense.
So right along this wall, basically, or actually the shortest route, I guess, might be. I think that one, all the way up.
Can I,
right.
whilst he's doing it, and aware that I've just taken into all this activity that people are doing, can I just have a sense of any along the floor, any booby traps or raised stones or anything like that might?
Why don't give me an investigation check?
Yeah, if you can press it, please.
While while the ranger is doing ranger things, Ogben turns back around to address the group. Gentlemen, now I know we're all here for exploited treasure, but the danger in this room seems to outweigh whatever could possibly be in that box. And maybe, now hear me out, maybe we choose another path and just mark this down for a return at a later date.
I raise the elf raises an eyebrow.
I don't understand why the alarm bells are ringing. Come on, this is a perfectly innocent room.
How that rope that you've got, how long is it? Is it long enough to tie around the box and go back up the corridor and pull the box from its position to where we are in safety?
I think it's only like 30 feet, so I don't think that's going to work. Unless I think a number of us have rope, so
we can combine the ropes, right?
Right. Let's see. That's 5.
I have rope.
20,
I'm like with the orc guy. I think this is
just to say, like, how much distance is, like, this is the distance.
Yep.
And where is the thing?
So the distance all the way back along the corridor, you mean? So the room itself is like 15 foot by 15 foot. 15 and the acid starts 15 feet above the floor, and then there's like another 15 foot on top of that where it goes up to in the middle. Yeah. And then the corridor is 14. It's like 50, 80, maybe 70 or 80 foot to get out.
So
a sprint if you're deciding to escape quickly.
Just saying, would they be able to run and jump to the place, grab the thing, and misty step out in the same turn?
I mean, yeah, I guess so, because Misty Step is a bonus action, so yeah.
Yeah. I can try, guys, I can try to get this thing out.
Yeah, I'm just crawling back up.
Doing some math, do we think that the volume of acid would merely fill like a foot or so of the entire fall, or would it actually fill it to the ceiling?
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Everybody or just him?
Anyone that's trying to work that out, but probably
we're just having a debate. So
17.
Yeah. Okay, so you would recognise that there's enough acid to fill this room pretty comfortably, and enough to spill out at least a long way along the corridor, but not quite get to the main bit with the statues. Like at some point along that corridor, it's not going to fill it up, but you're going to be knee deep in acid if it fell down, but not drowning.
So
So
maybe something in that box.
So the bottom line is, if we built this is quite an effort, probably an empty box. But if we hang the pythons in the rope high above the ground, right, towards the ceiling, and along towards the top, and one person were to, again, whether it's Chiron or whatever, stay down here, jump, grab it, and then essentially pull themselves along the rope along the ceiling, you should be okay.
I mean, I can already do it because I don't think I need to do anything else. I just can like.
Can you climb?
I can just sprint and teleport.
Oh. Sold.
Yeah, just one turn I can sprint and teleport.
So do we? Should we all back off down the corridor then?
Yep.
Yeah. Do we have some like kind of protection of element protection spell or poison protection spell that I can?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast on you some. Let's see here. How about resistance?
Oh, that's exciting. What does that do?
1d4 added to the saving throw of your choice. Target can roll a 1d4 and add the note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. There it is.
So who's staying in the scary room? Sorry.
Okay, I've cast Bless. Should I cast Bless? No. Okay. I go into the scary room.
I'll also cast both guidance and resistance.
Nice.
Okay.
And the rest of you are going to head up the corridor, just so I know whether to move Farland or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going back up to the top.
I'm going to make like a jump to get to the platform and then to get to the thing, and then go back with Misty Step 30 feet.
It's definitely going to be fine.
Of course.
So
it is, DM.
I'm gonna make like an athletic check to see how much I can go.
What? How much you can do? What? Sorry.
I wanna like I'm here now.
Yep.
And the trap is not activated now.
No.
So I'm going to.
You haven't touched the box yet, though, have you?
No.
Hint.
The mage hadn't touched the box, though, right? Or did it not?
No.
Just offered that could be a course of action.
Sure.
No. So I just like move a little bit closer.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to touch the box and teleport here.
You just touch and teleport. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. But you feel that the box is as you touch it, it feels a bit more solid than it looks. Like it's not part of the statue, but you may not be able to.
I get no.
No, you can't. You try to. It looks like it's separate from the statue, but it's like glued on almost in a way that you didn't expect. That you wouldn't have been able to tell without touching it. So you can't get perched on it to pull it. So although it's a different material and although it's got its keyhole, you cannot pull that box off.
So I don't teleport with the box.
You could try and open it. You could try and sleight of hand it, but you can't pull it off the statue. It looks like it came off, but it does not. It's just a different material that the statue's hand is holding, but it is not It is attached stronger than it was, or stronger than you thought it was.
Wow.
I call everybody else here.
Has proceeded
Yeah.
almost all the way back out of the chamber.
Yeah, it's that.
yeah. I'm well out of vein.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe
Too much
we
risk.
venture on and see
I
if
miss
we get
Dave.
anything else.
Dave would have had this box open by now. I mean,
I'll
With
create a
all of
level
us standing
6
around.
anti-acid.
There's going to be a
Character.
pressure switch or something, isn't there? It's,
yeah.
We'll just like go out and mark it on a.
Sorry, Karen, what would you like to do?
I don't know. So this is strangely difficult. I think I will.
You can try and apply some force to get it off the statue.
I'll try to do that.
yeah,
You try and
I'll try to force, to force the thing out.
as he does that, I take a big inhale of breath between my teeth.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check, Karen.
So it's this plus a d4. Plus a d4.
Okay. 1 doesn't seem very good. Oh, 16. Yeah, you do pry it off. So you are now holding in your hands the box.
Okay, I teleport the fuck out of here.
2 seconds. I'll be right back. I'll tell you what happens. Just,
Oh, Jesus.
That longest.
Well, he's teleported out, DM. I mean, what could possibly happen?
Oh, this is magic acid, I remember.
It's probably just Powerade.
Guys, I'm just saying I did the math.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That's an acid.
It's a lot.
A lot of acid.
A lot of acid. I don't know what the surface area of 13,465 gallons is, because I stopped once I saw that was the number.
Hilarious.
So where were we? Oh yeah, that was happening. So we were prizing the box, holding the box. Some fun things happen at this stage. This is good. The statue. The first thing that happens is the statue fills with color and suddenly becomes flesh and animates. And roll initiative.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
And we all said we weren't in the room anymore.
Yeah.
Do we hear anything? Well, not yet, I guess.
Not yet.
Roll
You
is
can all roll
with
initiative. You can all roll initiative if you want. No, that's fine.
So DM.
Yeah, I've rolled that.
Cool. I'll add you. What did you get, Lee?
23.
Okay, but you didn't come up in initiative. I noticed there's no Karen in the initiative. Karen, have you rolled?
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh, 20 seems reasonable.
I think mine's higher than that.
Ogben, 21, I've got.
Yeah, I think it's higher than that because I don't think Rule 20 adds Rakis Audacity, because it says starting at 3rd level, your confidence propels you into battle. You give yourself a bonus to initiative rolls, so I don't think it's on there. But
What should it be?
It would be an additional +2, so 23.
Nice. The downside is a lot of the people with high initiative don't know anything that's going on yet. So Farman, I'm going to skip your turn on the grounds that you're not aware of the actual action. You're kind of still waiting, and Og's probably still waiting. But Karen, you're not still waiting. You've just seen the statue come to life, and you're now holding a box. What do you wish to do? It's a nasty looking lizard thing.
Well, it's easy. I'll teleport. I'll use my bonus action to teleport here. Here,
Yep.
That's a big sword.
if I ever can move this, and then I'm going to move 30 feet.
Sounds good.
Give me a second, and this fucking roll 20 shit. Okay. Done.
Okie dokie. So you just hear this roar, like, and you notice that the two hands holding the box don't seem to be well armed, but the other hands like pull like bits of steel, and it starts like pounding the corridor behind you, and just as it leaves the corridor, it doesn't quite catch up with you, but you can see it kind of rounding the corner of the corridor after you. And I'm not sure, Alan, it'll be you next.
Do I hear the stomps?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I still have my action because I use the bonus action and movement. So I still have my action. Guys? Yeah,
Hello?
so I'm gonna move 30 more feet, sorry. And I say there is a fucking big statue hunting us.
Yep. Okay. Alan, it's on you.
So I hear the commotion, and I go, "What do you mean? Where is it?"
Oh Christ!
Oh, there it is. So at this stage, I will just rage, I think, and ready in action for when it gets near me.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm
Grim.
raged.
So I guess I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so I can see it. I will cast Guiding Bolt. Let's do that.
Nice.
Let's see where is it? At second level. Actually, I'll cast
Burning second level spells. Burning second level spells.
To the game.
So that is a 1. Would you care to use your inspiration, Howard?
But because I have 2 1s? No, thank you. I've rolled out 5 1s so far.
It's been insane.
So with that, I'm done. Well, actually, I'll use my last 5 of movement to duck behind the wall.
Right, makes sense. Farlan, the Seeker.
So
If you wish to seek a giant amphibious-looking ex-statue creature, then this is your lucky day, seeking-wise.
Yeah, I've been seeking one of these for a while. So I moved to see. I don't know where I am at the moment, but I think I'm slightly out of the way. So I moved towards just so I see what the commotion is. I can obviously hear the noises of both people fleeing and people pursuing. And so I don't know where I am. If I can clearly see the giant, scary.
You can get round the corner and see him for sure.
So I perch on the edge of the corner. See.
Yep.
And
A shot off from there. He's pretty big. Like, this is your dream target. Forget your tiny floating eyes. This is your 10-foot across size target.
can I? So I want to shoot. The one thing I've got a question. Sorry, slightly out of character. The I've
That's
got
okay.
what does global damage modifier mean?
You've got what? Sorry.
Says I've got global damage modifier
You
of 1d8.
went quiet there, dude. What's up? What have you?
Was it? Sorry, did you not hear me?
No, sorry, dude. Say again.
Okay, I've got an additional global damage modifier.
Yeah, and what's so that's applied to all. And what's that for?
It's cool. It's for getting planar warrior.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's got extra force damage for being a planar warrior. Yeah, that makes sense. So
Okay,
if you tick that, it will add that to your damage.
Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot my longbow. Is there anyone between? So there's people between me and. Is there anyone near the target?
In order to apply that force damage, you need to use your bonus action. So essentially, you're using your planar forces to add extra force to the weapon heading towards it.
Yeah.
So you can do it, but it costs you bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Okay. Are you going to be sharpshooting?
Why not? Might as well try and get one of these off.
Oh, yeah.
At some point.
This is your time. This is your time. Forget Grim searching down corridors and seeing absolutely nothing for hours on end. This is your time to shine.
So I've just fired that.
Yeah, you did. Roll for damage with sharpshooter. That's 9 damage, and you get sharpshooter damage as well, so that's 10, so that's 19 damage. This thing goes straight down his gullet. And
That's what I'm talking.
yeah, looks very unhappy, and all 4 of its arms kind of focusing on where you are, looking like it would like to reap bloody revenge.
Oh, good.
That's nice. Ogben, that's your action, bonus action, and movement. So Ogben, it's on you.
Cool. So watching all of my compatriots disappear back down the tunnel, I suppose I follow them. I'm not sure how I got this far from the door, but hey, whatever.
I don't know either. You're welcome to move back closer to it, but so you can get round into the room. I'm sure you'd have been close to the corridor. That's okay.
It's a big flippin' fish.
It is a big fish. I mean, and if Reg was still here, he'd be like, "Oh, I know these guys." But,
As my Discord nickname states, Reg is dead, baby.
Reg is dead.
Reg is dead. Well, I guess technically Reg could be alive now. We don't know.
who knows? Who knows?
Well, I had a lot of ideas for what was going to happen here, but
You
That's
didn't
a
have the
big
giant. You didn't have the giant fish statue in your.
yeah, no.
Me neither.
I mean, in the giant
Requi-
trap room, nobody thought to use the wand of secrets, huh?
I considered it, but then I also
didn't
built
know-
this character to be like really good in these dungeons, and he is criminally underutilized at this point. So I was like, narratively, let's just see what happens.
And
I love it.
I happened to lose signal just as you told us what that wand was about. So I've completely forgot about the wand.
Don't worry, I'm only joking. It's fun. Ogben, would you like to do anything ranged?
Do I burn a spell right now? Like,
I mean, if you're not going to burn a spell when there's a giant fish lizard statue charging towards us, I'm not.
What bigger fish lizard statue are you waiting for? Is the question.
a fish lizard statue that swallows arrows by the looks of it as well.
see, it's very simple. I played a caster in the last game, and all of my spell slots were really fucking important.
Let's do this. Okay, so wisdom save. That's okay. He is a wise statue. He loves this. He's going to fail. and take 3 points of. You just see like one of his hands for a second, like go up to his forehead. You see visible psychic anguish across his face.
And it's literally exactly what I said. As Ogben turns the corner into this room, he just goes, "That's a big flippin' fish," and that thing has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Oh, sweet. Kyron, it's on you.
I'm going to drop the thing out, the box, and cast 2 Eldritch Blast on this guy.
You drop the box, huh? Okay.
What's in the box?
I try to.
What's in the box?
Being next, can I do a dex check to see if I can catch the box as he drops it?
That's so metagame. You just saying that because of the ominous way I said you dropped the box. Huh?
No, I see the box. And then...
I mean, yes, but you also said, "Do you drop the box?"
I mean, I dropped the box.
Grim, I'll allow it. Give me a dexterity check.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, you catch the box. Grim just leans over with his reaction this turn and like whoomph, catches the box in one hand. Grim, you now have the box.
The box. Nice. And I cast 2 Eldritch Blast anyway on the piece of guy.
With advantage.
Why advantage?
He's been viciously mocked.
No, he has disadvantage.
Oh, sorry, he has disadvantage. My apologies. Go for it. Yep. And yep. He looks pretty badly wounded. These parts that were once statuey and grey and strong are now fleshy and bruised, and parts of them are open, flowing wounds. He does not look well.
Good work.
It's not going to stop him lurching down the corridor now, though, and taking a couple of pot shots with his many weapons. First of all, he's going to be he's got these 2 claws out, and the first one is going to be slicing down right from Og's scalp downwards for 11 slashing damage. The next claw comes sideways for 13 slashing damage, and with his last attack, his big giant jaws open and try and just bite your head.
Wait. I have things I can do.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Let me read cutting words before I get fucked up.
I do apologize. I'm always doing this. I bit your head too soon.
Reel in
When
the
a creature
biting.
you can see makes an attack within 60 feet of you, or an ability check or a damage roll, I can use my reaction to expend a bardic dice, rolling the bardic die and subtracting the number rolled from the creature's roll. You can choose this feature after the creature makes its roll, but before the DM determines whether it hits. Okay. Cool.
Well,
yeah, for whichever one was crippling, I'm going to do that.
The bite was probably the nastiest, but it didn't hit. So just roll the dice and we'll subtract it from the total damage.
-2 to an attack roll makes something not hit, but I hope.
It does.
Cool.
No, actually it doesn't. Yes, it does. You're good. So,
right, so how much do I take in total?
Just take your 11 slashing damage from the first downward blow. The second attack now misses.
All right. Jesus.
Looks pretty peed off. Alan,
Cool.
It's on you.
So I will.
Grim, are you still holding the box? It's very important. I need to know that.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Just
I will...
make a note.
It is safe.
Can I suggest you drop the box? I mean, that feels like that might be an option.
Well, he's almost. I'll play. Do you want me to place it down?
I don't know. It just feels like what if the statue stops if you drop the box?
I mean, let's kill this fucking statue.
He looks pretty weathered.
Yeah,
that's on you.
Let's kill the statue.
So I sort of like bellow out, "You fish bastard!" and I'll run down to here, sort of like to his side, and I will reckless attack
Oh dear.
with a nice bit of rage going on. 1 second. And I will also do Great Weapon Master on it as well.
Oh my god. uh,
Dead fish.
so, Alan, how do you want to do this?
So I literally go running down the hill, slipping and sliding, and I will literally just throw myself into the air as I bring this thing on down to his head and cleave him straight through his neck and his his two left arms facing me come right off.
Brutal. This as this statue lays down in bits, the bits kind of petrify and turn to stone.
And as I get bonus attack, I'll just whack the last bit of the biggest stone I see. Just to make sure. I just
Give me a
whack the head.
Constitution save. Give me a Constitution save.
Okay. Constitution save.
Yeah.
Come on, you're good at these.
Yeah, it's fine. So I rolled it. I get a 9.
You take.
Come on, you're supposed to be better at these.
Yeah, I know.
You take 2 damage as you kick the rock.
Cool.
Chiron, here's the box. I hand it back.
I'll take them up.
Gingerly? Do you hand it back carefully, or do you just kind of shake it around a bit? Or?
Both
Throw it at
hands.
the wall at this point.
Anyone want to take a chance of opening this?
No,
Does
but
it-
I would like
does it
to
have
inspect the fish.
Sure. You looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, has he got anything on him?
No, his claws and all the nasty bits have all turned to stone. It looks like he had like weapons, like in his belt, but they've also turned and formed into part of the statue.
I'm good
Seem
with
pretty
that.
sure there's nothing useful.
So, does the
think
box
so.
have a latch or just a keyhole?
Keyhole and set of hinges. It's 1 foot by 1 foot cube. It's a pretty reasonable, hefty box.
I'll inspect it for traps. See if I can see anything that might be dangerous.
Okay. Don't seem to be any traps on the box.
All right.
Not that you can see.
I try to lift the lid. Is it
Feels
locked?
like it's locked.
All right. Anyone know? Does anyone know how to open locks?
Yeah, yes I do.
That was the sigh of a man who
what
doesn't
is
want
it?
to open the box, but he's the only person with the skills to do so.
What
I
is
step back.
Does anybody know how to open this box?
I mean, after what
What,
we've been through, we're opening that box.
Sorry.
What is the roll, GM?
Sleight of hand.
Is it okay? Nope. Here, you know what? Here, you can have this, DM. I'm a burn inspiration. What is
Okay.
your DM inspiration? Is it another D20 or is it just a D6?
Yeah, you can reroll the d20. It's fine.
Cool. I don't have to make a new character.
I mean, you can take back your old character.
As you kind of you click into the box, like it doesn't quite open, but you can feel it's nearly there. Like you've unlocked the first set of picks, but there's another little sprue just behind it where you can't just kind of reach your picks in. You could spend a bit more time having a go. You haven't precluded carrying on having a try. You can have as many tries as you like. It just takes time.
Are there hinges
No,
on the box?
it was one of these where it was like
Yeah.
click, click, nope, click, click. Well, I've done the best that I can do, fellas. So
And the box remained unopened.
Shall I hit it?
Can I?
You can
try?
try and force it open.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I use my Smith's tools to kind of work the hinges and see if I can pop them out?
Yeah, give me a proficiency check with your, and you've got proficiency in the tools, right? So you can add proficiency bonus, and because you're trying to prize it, I guess add your dex bonus.
So you use just a dex check.
Give me a dex check, but then add your
Dex,
proficiency.
and then you add
Plus
your
the
proficiency.
5, yeah. Wow. Okay. That's about an 11. So there you go.
You realize you can open it, but it's going to take you like another sort of 10 to 15 minutes to kind of prise it open.
Do we want to
Sure.
wait?
Might as well.
Can I set a perim? Can I set where it goes back out into the corridor? Can I set out my protective arrow barrier? So,
If we're
Yeah,
taking this
absolutely.
time,
Yeah, I
I'm
just
burning a
wanna-
hit die.
Yeah, take a short rest. That's fine. The box opens though in this time, and inside is a withered-looking heart, a humanoid, you would say.
well, that could be useful.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean it's
Farland gives
withered.
Farland gives a pointed look to Alan as if to suggest whatever you do, don't eat it.
No, doesn't look like it'd go very well with anything.
Is it possible to do we recognize kind of what is it mummified or what could possibly have been the reason for
Not mummified.
serving?
Give me a medicine check. Sure.
God,
It's just a manky old looking like withered heart. Looks like it's got no moisture in it, if you like, but it's definitely humanoid. It's something has kept it looking relatively trim, given compared to the time it's likely to have been in the box. You could conclude that it doesn't seem to have been preserved with any pickles. That it's been kept looking relatively healthy by other means, for sure.
All right, I'll go ahead and remove the heart from the box.
What?
You have successfully done so.
And I'll just wrap it in some cloth and I'll put it in the backpack and we might
Okay.
find use for it.
Cool.
Nice.
Make a note. You've got a withered heart. I mean, it's pretty delicate. I mean, how are you going to keep it safe in your backpack there? I guess you put it somewhere near the top. Or...
Have you got a jar or something?
Who brought the heart jars with them? Did anyone bring canoptic jars?
Have we got the heart jars? No.
Well, should we just keep it in the box? Can we not
Oh,
keep
what?
it in
No
the-
one carries canopic jars on them?
Yeah,
Like, it's a
exactly.
dungeon. Come on,
You can-
guys.
You could probably squeeze it into Alan's kettle, which would keep it quite, or teapot, which would keep
I
it.
don't want to put that in the teapot. The fuck?
I'll use the outer shell of my mess kit. How about that?
Okay, that'll work.
All right. Put it in my
That'll
mess
work.
kit.
I'm not going to make you take a check to see how that works, because every time I do that, you just literally worth every single roll tonight. Okay, make a note. You've now got a heart in your
In a
mess kit,
mess kit. Got it.
as was the desired outcome from that microcosm adventure.
Just spent an hour trying to get a box with heart in it.
Okay, so
And
it's
there's nothing. Can we check?
it's a short rest for me. So.
I mean, you could again spend time checking to see what the heart is or does.
Can we check? I'm keen to check the box to see if there's any inscriptions on the inside or the out.
Totally plain.
As if to denote.
It's
what
just
that heart
it's a
is.
standard 1 foot cube heart box, Lee. I mean,
in my
Yeah, they
experience,
sell them in most general stores.
they do, yeah.
in my experience, the heart boxes generally have a description of the heart that's in them, but not this one.
No, it doesn't. Surprisingly bereft of useful instructions for what a withered heart could be used for. You would think somebody would have thought to include those.
Yeah.
Can I make
Where do you
can I make an Arcana check? on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
If Strahd
Yeah.
shows up in this campaign,
As you kind of look investigate this heart in its little canteen, you kind of it definitely has this like a magical aura. Like you feel that if you were to spend long enough with this heart, you could almost become attuned to it.
I think this shit is magical. Does anybody know? Can you do your thing, Ob?
sure. I mean, we're all taking a short rest, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Might as well indeed.
Ooh,
I mean, if you're going to cast Identify, it's going to tell you that it's a magical heart. It's going to have a glow of necromancy around it, and that it's some kind of magical item that a person, after spending a bit of time with the heart connected with their flesh or person, can become attuned to using magically. But
No.
you don't find out what it does. But it's definitely laden with necromantic magic.
Well, at a minimum,
And,
Apple will buy it.
And we don't know what he does.
I'm afraid not.
It's the heart of Vecna, and you should really put it back in the box.
Who the fuck is that?
It appears to be just some necrotic, withered, magical heart. I can't glean much knowledge from it beyond that. It's mystic beyond the ages.
Well, perhaps we might find out more in Skullport.
Probably.
Shall we proceed?
well, let's take it with us. I mean, we had
Yeah.
to kill the big fish guy to get it.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're storing it away, or
Yeah, I put it in the mess kit on top of my pack, so it's
Nice.
contained. We leave the
Okay.
box. I assume it's kind of large.
yeah, it's a 1 foot stone box, pretty heavy.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank goodness. I was worried you guys would get through this level, but miss the withered heart in a box. But you really nailed that.
I mean, that's
This
all
door,
that's
dude, DM.
That's why I'm here.
Okay. This is the withered hand box.
Oh, I was open that door.
Right.
It's a door with you can't hear anything behind it. It's just very similar to the doors, like an oak door. Little gap underneath it seems to lead into like a hollow corridor behind it. You can open it if you wish.
I will,
Seems with that
I will
roll-
open it.
Then it seems pretty safe.
I trust you. I will open it. Oh, no, nothing happened.
It kills you.
Yeah. Kill word. Is it just me and Grim going down there, is it?
But well, Fallon might be trying to go down there, but
Yeah,
struggling.
I am. Sorry.
We wait. I'll wait.
Ooh, I'll get to this bit
with
here.
Karen. I can't see Fallon actually.
Oh,
He's probably
okay.
off seeking something.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this looks like an armory essentially. There's like a weapon racks. There's not a lot of weapons on them. Some cobweb kind of strung between them there. There is like a hand axe embedded in the in a wall here that's made of wood.
And this is all cobwebby at the top.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like a training wall. You can see over the top, and there's like a wood turner behind it over here.
I'll take a look at the wood wall, see if it's movable.
Yeah, you can kind of pull that out, and
All right.
there's a wood turner behind it. It looks like someone here has made weapons, but not for a long time. Looking at the piles of cobwebs and it's like a broken couple of eggs in the corner. Like at some point, this may have, after being an armory, may have become some kind of hatchery for 8-legged creatures.
Oh, good.
Is there any intact eggs of said 8-legged hatcheries present?
No, you don't notice any spiders.
So I sort of like wander up to this bit and like have a look around, see if I can see anything of interest. Moving the webs out of
Sure.
the way.
Okay. There is, as you kind of look behind the webs, there's a little box in the corner. Little wooden box.
Another box.
1
Another
foot
box.
by 1 foot with a small keyhole, but this one made of wood.
Steel box thing. Oh, damn it.
Are there any statues? Did you say in the room?
No statues.
Guys, there's a box
No, but he
over
did.
here.
He did mention spider eggs. So
Yeah.
I sort of like, can I get to this point and then reach over my great axe and just sort of like try and hook it with my great axe and then pull it towards me?
You do so. The box is now closer to you.
And then I sort of like,
As a result.
and then with my mighty ox legs, kick it down to about here and go, look what I found. And then
It kind of rolls on the floor like clunk, 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 clunk,
and then just like
as
wander
it
down to earth.
it like falls open.
Okay.
and shattered health potions everywhere.
Everywhere. Eldritch fire explodes.
And as it kind of shatters open, out of it comes a humanoid-looking eye that kind of buzzes out like a wasp, and then just hovers at the ceiling, like turning around to face each one of you at a time. Again, it's an eyeball. It's a floating magical eyeball.
Another eyeball. Can we perceive it to be the same eyeball, or this is a different looking eyeball? That's impossible to tell.
He did not describe this one as fire.
Give me a perception check. So, yeah, it doesn't. You can't really tell. The eyeballs look pretty similar to you, but they could be brothers or cousins or something. But it's difficult to tell if they're the same. Once you've seen one eyeball, they all start to look like.
Well,
I hate that eyeball is.
One might be bloodshot. Blazing it up.
It's definitely on fire.
Yeah. Red eye, blue eye.
It seems your gut instinct tells you, Alan. Even with that roll, it's a different eyeball, but very similar. But it's not on fire.
So I can wander around.
What happens if I pull the wand out and just point it at the eyeball?
Good move.
Not triggering anything from the wand, but just like lazily pointing the wand at it.
So you pick up the wand, you point it like at the eyeball, looking up expectantly, and suddenly like whoomph, like the wand forces itself to point somewhere else.
Point it back.
Whoomph, makes itself point away again.
I'm like looking
Squints
at
his eyes and Og squints his eyes and puts the wand back away, and just sort of like Clint Eastwood squints at this eyeball.
It kind of goes and goes right next to Grimm's beard, like just examining the folds in his well-combed ginger beard there.
Try and swat it. Maybe try and swat it away. I mean, last time
What's the polite reaction for an eyeball floating next to your beard? Is this?
I swat it.
Yeah, try and swat it.
Swat it.
Explodes, disappears.
No laugh. There we go. Guys, that's what I heard last time. When I poked that last one, that's what I heard. Definitely.
Gentlemen, I do believe we're being observed by a third party here.
What?
Oh shit, Sherlock.
Of tiny eyeball people.
Yeah, I think it's some sort of magic.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be Hallister keeping tabs on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Og grabs like the bridge of his nose and just looks at Alan and it's like, no.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
There might be tiny eyeball people down here. Okay.
I'll take a look at this axe. Anything unique? Does it look like a fine axe?
No, it looks like a pretty rubbish axe, like barely useful for chopping wood.
I look at it in just
Or-
Are there any?
As a dwarf, you kind of shake your head at it in disgust as you see it. It looks like it's really badly made.
And I check out the I guess the sharpening wheel. Is it look just old and rickety or used recently?
It looks like it's bits of it are broken. It looks like the wheel wouldn't even turn.
Okay. Well,
that's a rubbish
magic
axe.
eye workshop.
As we wander back out of this chamber, Og sort of falls in step with Alan, and it's just like, you used to be such a brilliant chef.
Wow.
Like you had creative, abstract thoughts in your cow skull.
Yeah. Well, I've lost my brain twice. That's all I can say. It's getting better.
I don't know that it is, Alan. I don't know that it is. A day ago, you stuck your face in a mirror.
Well,
And that, yeah.
we found the
There
thing,
you're
though,
talking
didn't we?
about eye people.
Well, I shall wander off and go.
Back in the main corridor. This is
Beans on toast. Beans on toast.
As you approach the door, Obi, there is some kind of rune on it. Big rune.
Or I will assume that you would like me to do this.
Yeah, you recognize it as being magical, but it is not a rune of a type or style you've seen before. Has its own unique points and features that you've not seen in any of the books. Something new or different.
I don't know if there are any other practitioners of the arcane here. Not that I am particularly well adept, but I do know quite a bit about a little of everything, and I have no idea what that is.
I'll take a
All
look
I
at the
know
ground.
is it's magical.
I'll take a look at the ground. Has there been any Has there been any traffic through the door recently?
Survival check.
Finally, a roll.
Oh, absolutely none. The dust at this end of the corridor next to the doors is undisturbed.
I'll have a look at the.
Come on, go knock on the
text or-
door.
Alan, that's your job, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you can do it.
Our door knocker.
You don't hear anything.
Is there a latch on the door, or is it just what do you pull it,
It's got
push it?
it's got these two like big ringed door handles you could like push, and it looks like it would open inwards.
All right, take a listen at the door.
Sure, you do so. Can't hear anything.
Well, gents,
In for a
hasn't been
penny.
disturbed for a while, and it's got a magical rune on it.
Can I move forward and see if I recognise the rune as I
Of course.
on the off chance that it's one of the languages that I recognise.
I'm just going to check in your languages there. Shall we do on your
Or
one?
like deep something.
Wow, you speak Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, Infernal, and this arcane and magical rune is none of them.
Damn it. Okay.
I speak under common and dwarvish.
Nope.
And does
Big
the
giant
rune,
goblin.
the rune, is it across the center part? So it's just that if we open it, it would break the rune.
It would.
Great.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
What you want? I'm gonna stand on the side over here.
Somebody go open the door. I'm just going to be behind this statue.
I'll
All right. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna cast resistance on you, and then I'm gonna back away.
Oh, I missed Dave. That door would have already been open. The box would have been open. The acid would have been everywhere.
Again, I cast resistance.
Okay,
Good luck.
thanks. I feel quite pumped up right now.
Feel reassured by everyone stepping
away.
backwards.
So I kind of like grab the handle and open the door.
So this is quite exciting. This is one of a bit metagame this a little bit because you're going to come up with this a few times. This is one of Hallister's rooms, and he's left them for the dungeon. They have random effects. So I have I don't know if you can see in the bottom right of your screen. Can you see? I've got a deck. I don't know if you can see.
No, I can't see it.
Definitely can't see it. It's a DM screen thing, I think.
Okay, that's fine. But I've got a rune deck, and every time somebody activates one of these runes,
Okay.
I have to draw one of these things for a randomly generated effect. So I don't know what this is going to do. It's quite exciting.
Oh, cool. I guess.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Do I roll a dice then to see what I pick up as I open
No,
the door?
I have drawn a rune from the deck to find out what happens.
Okay. Please tell me it's a load of nubile Minotaur women.
So that is
Cows,
I
I think is what they're called.
Minotaures.
So it's like as you open it, like the rune for a second as you open the doors, it stays in place, almost like this magical symbol is inscribed in the air, and it expands first of all to surround you, and then boom, like kind of retracts around you, almost like a prison cell around you, and you feel drained and ill and sick and green, and your vision blurs for a second, and when you come round, you realise that you don't feel as empowered a Minotaur as you did before, and for the next 24 hours, you're unable to gain advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws of any kind.
Moo.
Where's the Mind Eaters now?
Moo.
That was quite tame. That could have been a lot worse.
And the door.
Oh, I'm sure it can.
And the door did not open.
The door opens, yeah.
Okay.
Also, I should say with the runes, sometimes they have positive effects, and sometimes they can have negative effects. I don't always be like some of them are really, really good, and some of them are really horror bad.
I'm not feeling good.
I know that's metagaming a bit, but I wanted to kind of tell you that there was a random element at play. As you walk into this room, OB, you probably stop straight away.
I slap old Alan on the shoulder as I walk by him. Way to take that one on the chin, bud.
Yeah.
You see, it's like there's scattered debris and hay on the floor in this room, and just to the north of where you are, Alan, that's where you see the first manticore.
Okay. Is it a statue? Is it a statue of a manticore? Is it?
No.
Is it a
model of one?
Scale model.
Yeah, scale model.
A humanoid head, body of a lion, the wings of a dragon, and a bristling mane stretching down its back. And as you enter the room, like you can see it pouring at this like chunk of meat, and it's like a lion. It turns to face you as you enter.
But it's a baby one, right? Baby one. Baby
Did you say the first manticore?
Yeah, I think you did.
I
think you said first.
No. Because it's. To be fair, it's probably Obi that spots the one to the south first, so that's good news. So yeah, this is the map.
If they approach my because I haven't got the map's not working. If they approach my cordon of arrows at all, because that triggers anyone else within quite a big radius.
The little arrow traps. No, they're nowhere near it. You haven't been into this room yet.
Okay.
And the arrow traps are stationary. So I'm going to ask you to all go ahead and roll initiative because they do not look friendly. Certainly, this one to the north. As soon as he see you, he kind of throws his meat like down to the floor and turns round on all four legs to turn to face you as he roars. from his humanoid mouth like a lion.
Wow, that's the worst initiative score.
That will be 18, Matt. Though it says
Nice.
16.
Okay, noted. It's only some manticores. It's fine. This is the manticore feeding room.
Awesome.
Oh, Ben, sorry, you're 18. So you will be first, which makes sense because you're kind of
Sure.
first in, and you'll notice them just before they notice you, because they're having good feed. So what would you like to do?
Oh, that's a real simple choice, Matt.
Open up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in front of the whole group, Ogben just disappears.
Without any of the cool guys, don't be panicked. I'm going to disappear now. Don't worry, I'm still going to be here. I'm just
No, not even like
Behind you all the way.
the last 6 seconds would literally be Og watching this rune go off, splash over Alan. He walks by, slaps Alan on the shoulder. Way to take that on the chin. Walks in the room, looks to his left, looks to his right, and just immediately vanishes.
No, hey guys at the back, there are manticores in
Nope.
here. Obi's kind of a dick.
I mean, I guess since I just become invisible, I
Yeah.
would turn back. They would hear like a disembodied, like the disembodied voice of Obi, like, "Oh fuck, there's manticores in here."
That is a very gracious acknowledgement of you, Obi. Okay, then, Alan, you would probably notice the Minotaur to the north.
Yeah.
Turn to face you, and charge to the south. And the first thing he attacks you with is his claws. So that's fine. Which is going to miss. So that's really cool. And then it's going to bite you. What's your AC?
16.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. And then he is going to try and smash you with his tail, which is going to miss as well. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you did well. Grim, it's on you. Grim, what would you like to do?
I will cast Spiritual Weapon. Right. Well, my comb. Right here.
So, let me father and seen this happen before. So you're going to describe what it looks like as it comes into being.
You see a beautiful, large wooden beard comb, perfect for my locks, burst out of my pocket, aflame, and hurl itself towards the manticore.
It does say.
Right there. Perfect. And
As many have before it, the manticore. Lee, could you link that your favourite enemy is beasts some more, please?
Sorry.
hold on one second.
He's just double checking.
So I guess Spiritual Weapon. Is it 2 slots? Up to. Oh, can't do it. Okay. Yep. Sorry. All right. There you go. Nice.
For a start, the manticore looks soothed as this thing looks like it's going to comb his forehead, but part of its mane catches fire and it starts to pat it out as this thing starts to take flaming abuse from the comb.
Then I will also move forward and swing with my Warhammer. Not so good. However, I'll go ahead and use my inspiration.
Oh.
Here we go.
Yeah, nice. You do so.
All right.
Like this kind of again, you hit it in the head, and you see his head like tilt to the side. Looks pretty angry. First of all, about not being able to chew a minotaur's face off, but second of all, about being smashed in the face with a warhammer. Anything else?
Quick question. So, do you use the flanking rules, where you get advantage if you're flanking the creature?
I use them contextually. Like if I feel the
Okay.
creature will be distracted by something, then yeah, sure.
Okay, because rather than use the inspiration, if my comb counts as a flank.
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely. We'll go with that.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Thank you. I'll save my inspiration. That's all I got.
I like to use them contextually because sometimes, even though somebody's within distance, if they're facing another mob, they're not going to be distracted by it, etc., etc., etc. But he's definitely distracted by the flaming beard comb and the Minotaur. That's reasonable. So the next, you probably another Minotaur kind of comes around the corner into your view, Alan there, and he kind of two lots of spikes come flying from its tail like towards you, and the first lot of spikes, Alan, will do 11 points of piercing damage to you. There's all these manticore, I call them the spikes, they're like knitting needles about the size of your forearm, and one of them gets stuck in your thigh for 11 points of piercing damage.
Ouch! Oh, so I don't get no. Do I?
There's no saving throws.
No, I'm talking about resistance, my rage. Do I still get that?
Yeah, you get that. You get that. Oh, you haven't. Are you
I'm not raged yet.
raging?
No, that's what I mean. I'm not raged yet.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah. And likewise, another one, Alan. The first set of tail spikes flies over your head, but the second 3 of them will stick in you for 5 piercing damage.
Starting to look like a porcupine, guys.
And the third one is going to be biting you for 11 piercing damage. And then it's going to claw you for 7 piercing damage.
18 altogether. Ouch.
If you heard all that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. Karen, it's on you.
Okay, I'm going to cast X on this one.
Yep.
One. And then, since it seemed a little bit too crowded, I'm gonna cast 2 Eldritch Blast on the same one. I'm gonna say that she have like disadvantage on dexterity check.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
It is a miss.
Yeah.
And that is a hit.
And they take plus 1d6 for the X, plus 4.
That's noted and removed. The flesh of this particular mantle that's torn to pieces and shredded. Alan, it's on you.
So, just remind me of the affliction I've got. There's no point. I can't take advantage, can I?
You can't get advantage for anything.
For anything.
For 24 hours.
That's all right. There's no. I was just double checking. There's no point to Rex attack, is there? Basically.
No, none at all. It just lowers your defense for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. But what about Great Weapon Master?
Yeah, nothing stops using great weapon. It's only advantage and disadvantage you can't use.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, advantage, any advantage you can't use.
Yep, okay. So I'm gonna Rage obviously for the last time before a long rest now, guys. Ouchie. And then I'm going to Great Weapon Master with my Great Axe on the one that's to the north of me.
Yep. Smash it! It's a hit. Hit for 8 points of slashing damage.
I might need to re-roll that. Hang on.
Why?
If it's a 7 and 8, which means I've rolled a 1 or a 2 on damage
Yep.
rolls, which I get to re-roll.
Okay, re-roll it then. Just
So-
click on. There you go. Wow.
So just on the damage roll.
Yeah, nice. It's still alive, but it's
So
nearing.
that was 27, and I've just got to do
No, Helen, it's wrong.
Back
What
up.
did it do? Because if you see the roll, it's like it's 1d12 roll, so it rolled two times. So you get to have the second times. So it's
I see what it did there. So the macro has automatically re-rolled the first two.
What, the second
Makes
one?
sense.
Yeah, because if you mouse over the roll,
Yeah.
you see that he roll. There is one gray two and one white two. So you basically did like use the first two, okay, and then the second two, and then you roll another two. So you basically had.
Basically, the macro's done it for you, and you already re-rolled the 2 and got a 2.
Right,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know that was happening. So I've just done, 18 then?
Yep, makes sense.
And
Okay,
18, and then Divine Fury.
cool. Sweet. Nice. Still clinging to life.
18, yep. And then I'll action surge as well. Hit it again.
These things are pretty meaty. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Kidding me? Okay.
Great Weapon again. Great Weapon Master, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my god, he's dead. He's just like, he's dead. The great axe on his skull, splattered onto the floor.
Oh, yeah.
All 4 legs in different directions. He's having a lie down.
If I've reduced something to 0, and all done a crit, Great Weapon Master gets me doing a bonus attack. So can I attack that one there? South of me.
Sure can.
Then I'll
Yes,
do
you
it.
can.
Then I'll do it again.
Man, what was I worried about a room full of manticores for? We've got a minotaur.
There are all the chords in this room.
You missed.
Miss. Okay.
Ah.
Well, okay. I killed one. That's fine.
Stop going on, man. That's enough. You had like 10 rolls.
I can't wait to get an extra attack on this guy. Anyway,
Just fuck off and let someone else do it.
yeah, I need to take 5. 2 seconds.
Okay. Father, when you.
So I'm going. Yeah. Slightly taken aback by the massacred manticore and the steaming minotaur that's covered in blood and visceral.
Yep.
Take a moment to brace myself. I look at the other manticore that doesn't look any happier than the previous one did. And aim to shoot that manticore. Is there any? Sorry, I can't see the map clearly. Is any of my fellow travellers anywhere near the manticore? The other manticore, the live one.
You can't see anyone near the manticore.
Okay, I don't know where I am. Well, so I can't. Can I see the manticore?
You can see there is Alan just to the north, but apart from that, there's no one near the manticore to the south. It's completely free of people. Nothing to worry about.
You're such a dick, Matt.
No invisible orcs there.
Okay, I'm just gonna sharpshoot it.
Hail of Thorns?
No. I don't think I'm going to this
Bless
time.
you, Lee. Bless you.
I mean, to be honest, if I thought it was just a Minotaur, I might do. But yeah, I'm just going to sharpshoot this one.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
And then I've got that.
Then you'll be adding 10 for a sharpshooter. 7 for planar. So with your bonus action to get the planar warrior damage, that's 14. Plus the 10 gives you 24 points of damage.
Yeah.
Boom.
Cool.
It's like one arrow, like nearly pushed him back, like physically. Like goes right into his flank.
Yeah, with a loud thud.
Yeah. You know how like when a planar arrow hits a lion's side, it sounds like that.
Sweet, yeah.
Anything else from you, Lee?
I think that's I used up my additional action, so I can't shoot again.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your multi-attack allows you to shoot twice for your one action. So you could, if you've got multi-attack,
so
you may shoot again.
I shoot again. I meant to ask because I have preferred enemy beast.
Yep.
What does that give me?
Should give you like additional stuff to that preferred enemy.
Yeah. That's why I got the load of preferred
I get
enemies come
confused
up on the thing.
between this because of somebody else who was using the unearthed arcana rules. Let me just look. Advantage on wisdom survival checks to track them. I don't actually think you get like a damage advantage. I think it's more about tracking them and understanding them.
Right, fair enough.
Is he playing a UA subclass?
No, it's standard.
No.
But one of the last rangers I was with in my other game is playing the unearthed arcana, so I get them a bit confused.
No, that's fine. I'm just going to shoot again then.
Sharpshooting again before you roll.
Yeah.
Roll for damage. So you don't get the planar on that one, but you get sharpshooter for 20 further points of damage. This thing is looking absolutely beat up. I'm going to need bigger manticores.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing those.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay, Og, you are next to a manticore with several arrows in its side, looking in pain, but it hasn't seen you because you are invisible.
Yep.
I wasn't trying to get him to cover you in thorns. I wouldn't have found it funny. I'm just innocently playing the game and trying not to metagame. That's all.
Yeah, Matt, I get it.
Classic Matt.
Just do what I do and throw dice in. That's what I do.
Sorry, what would you
I'm
like to
just
do?
going to continue to muck about in his dungeon. Let me think about this.
So you can get a glance of the one to the south. The one to the south has got like its tail in the air, and the tail's covered in spikes, and they're bristling with rage.
Yeah, I'm.
It's like now you're in the middle of it. It's a pretty big room with these giant, sort of 10-foot wide central columns, and there's like piles of garbage and broken bones, almost like several manticores have been living and feeding here for some time. But that's no surprise to you because you can see the several manticores.
Several.
Yeah,
So
I'm
not
actually
two.
gonna step behind the one that I'm in front of.
Sure.
To where I am currently on the map.
Yep.
And I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Well, that makes sense. It's not a bad spell.
Yeah, I'm trying to use spells that I didn't use on Cade.
That is a save. Does it do half damage or no damage? I don't know if it was a slot.
It does. Yeah, it does half damage, but it also doesn't have to flee. So.
Oh, that's cool. It.
Yeah. So
what does it
on
look
a
like when you
fail,
cast the thing? Just because you've not cast it for a while, so.
Yeah. So on a fail, it would have had to use its reaction immediately to move distance away from me.
Sure. Towards Farland.
I was trying to get a bunch of opportunity attacks.
That would have finished off probably. That's a good call. Good call.
So as the invisibility drops, because it will have to do so. Ogben has his rapier out, and then one hand is slightly cupped to the side of his face, and nobody else besides the Manticore can hear him, but they can probably see, if they're paying attention, his mouth moving, and it's like just not quite. It's like ethereal darkness just sort of surrounds the man, like it slips out of his mouth and into one of the ears, and like the Manticore's eyes go wide with pain.
They really did. And he kind of looks around him for a second, but you are now visible because that is an attack.
Sure am.
It's a spell attack.
And then I will bonus action disengage and move.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh boy.
Which direction
I guess I'm moving north beyond the comb.
Makes sense. What that one of the 20-foot left, like just north of the
Actually, I mean, do I just stay here and get smacked and then like get to Swashbuckle the fuck up now. I'll move.
Cool. Graham, it's on you.
All right, I'm gonna move my comb down.
Which is the greatest line in any role playing ever. I'm just going to move my magic comb.
And take a swipe.
Nice.
Where is it? There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
And how's this Manticore look? Is he ragged?
Very badly beaten. And now
And
he's
how
got these strips of comb marks across his flank as well.
Scorched comb marks.
Comb marks.
What? How does Alan look?
I
On
look
a scale
about,
of 1 to
on a scale of 1 to
Alan
10,
beat up,
he's
I'm
not about to die or anything.
I'm about 5 on a scale of 1 to 10.
5 on a scale of 1 to 10. All
Yeah.
right. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a swipe at the Manticore in an effort to finish him off. My Warhammer.
So you saved the good rolls when you needed them.
Look at that. About
Well
time.
played. He is down. Good job.
And then as he goes down 5, 10, I'm just going to go ahead and move a little bit, well, right there.
Yeah.
So I can still touch Alan. All right.
Astride the Manticore corpse. Like, check me out, I'm riding a dead Manticore. Okay. This guy, he's just going to charge at... yeah, he's going to charge at Obi. And he's going to bite him first for 7 piercing damage. And then he's going to attack with his claws for 7 piercing damage. And then attack with his claws again for 8 piercing damage. And he's going to growl like...
Okay, so I took 21 total, or 22 total.
Correct.
Okay.
And the other guy to the south. He's gonna be firing tail spikes at Alan.
Damn, how many fucking Manticores are here?
At least
Alan,
All
three.
of
just,
the Manticores.
you've raged now, haven't you? So Alan, just take 2 piercing damage, which is half of the 4 piercing damage from the spike.
Yep.
And Karen, on you.
Okie dokie. So let's get nice and dirty. So okay, I'll use my bonus action to move my X on this guy, and then I'll move in close combat, and I'll swing with my sword,
Nice.
doing a booming blade.
But of course.
So let's see. This is the roll. 16, and you get 1d8, 1d6. You get this damage, and you know what? I'll do a level 2 bite, so it's 3 more d8. Yeah.
Wow, that really hurt him. And the booming blade is when he moves, he takes D8
Yeah,
damage.
it takes d8 thunder damages.
Yeah.
You see me like there's more with a sword with like tons of like sparkles and flickering lights carving the shit out of this fucking manticore. Yeah, with that one.
Nice.
Okay, Alan.
So I'm gonna sort of bound over this dead manticore to come round to the side of Ben there. Come on, move. Come on. That's it. There we go. and then I'm
That's
going.
it. You're just going to move. Great. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna smack him. Great weapon master. Blah blah blah.
Okay. Nice. It hurts. This is like
3.
kind of take a slice at his tail. He kind of does circles. Doesn't know where to turn.
Hang on. And Divine
Anything
Fury
else?
as well.
Just
Yeah.
Divine Fury. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Looks pretty injured. Farland.
So that's 26 damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's you've done some damage to him. He's looking pretty unwell. This one that you can see, Fallon, on the to the north.
Yeah. So, I'm just going. There's no mix up. But I've just got a key, extra focus, sharp as attack, immune to everything that's going on, and I just as if I'm just at the range. He says, and this will all go horribly wrong. Just fire again. Just a regular attack.
It's a miss.
Okay, so not flinching at a miss. Another miss. It's been pretty good today.
Another arrow's already in the bow.
Yeah, I fire again. Sharpshooter.
Yep.
To see if I can finish it off.
Yeah, great. It's a miss.
Ah.
Sharpshooter -5 gives you an 11.
Yeah.
Hail of Thorns?
No. keep that in the locker.
Okay. Anything else in terms of movement from you, Fallon? Or are we on Ogben?
I'm going to take a more advantageous angle. So
yep.
Where am I? I'm there. So just I either move to the right or left. I can't really see which way we're going.
Kind of just where you can see both manticores, like up into the corner.
Just a more advantageous angle.
Cool. OB.
I'd like to slash this bitch.
Slash this bitch.
Yes. If I can find where to do the slashing. I assume I have sneak attack because it's engaged with the giant cow person
and
the demon wielding a giant anime sword.
Yeah, it's pretty distracted right now.
Cool. Damn it.
24, yeah, it's good.
Cool.
Nice. That is not quite enough.
So, just as a point of order there, DM. During your turn, if I make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make an opportunity attack against me for the rest of the turn. So, I'm going to go this way. And then I would like to cunning action hide.
Give me that stealth check, and we'll move to Grim. Nice. Okay.
So does this
subclass
one look...
is silly.
So this Manicore looks weathered?
Yeah, this one looks on its last legs.
All right. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15. Take a swipe with my Warhammer.
Yep.
Okay. That
is a miss. Oh no, it's not a miss. You get flanking bonus and all sorts. So that's enough to finish it.
All right. Excellent. In that case,
the Manticore is down under the weight of your hammer.
So my comb will try to spruce the hair of this one down here.
Noted. And in this time of quarantine, a haircut is not to be sniffed at, but it's a miss.
Yeah.
I'd take a flaming big comb right now from a professional,
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll just stay right there.
Okay. That Manticore will... see what he's going to do. Nothing, because roll 27 in a moment. But essentially, he's going to attack the closest thing to the north, which is going to be probably the cow.
I mean, it always is.
Well, Dave's not here, so somebody's got to be the punching bag.
Yeah, well, my screen is not loaded yet. Can someone tell me who he's attacking? I'm going to start to roll.
It's either Chiron or Grim, I think.
And yeah.
Alan's on the other side. Alan's on the other side of the dead Manticore.
Okay, so
Ben's hiding.
it's going to be Chiron.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Don't come at me with that tone, Christian. He's a rogue.
So hidey.
Take 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks.
Can you tell me the order, because I might shield if it's the first one is very good.
The first one is a hit.
So I'll use shield. So
Okay.
my AC now is 22.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a hit. But means the next 2 will both fail. So you take 10 piercing damage from the first one, and the next 2 attacks fail.
Did the Manticore move up physically?
Yep.
Oh, okay, good. Got it.
Yeah. And Chiron, it's you next, I think.
Okay. The Constitution saving throw is for the maintaining X.
Yeah.
Then I'll use my bonus action to move X on this guy.
Yep.
And smash him with Booming Blade again. Yeah. This plus 1d6 plus 1d8.
Okay. Yeah, you rip into it with Marisol, which hums in the light of beautiful vengeance. Seems to relish the bloodshed, and the vibrations shiver through your whole body.
Nice.
Anything else, Karen?
No, that's my turn.
Alan.
So I will run around to the side of it. And I might just try and talk to it.
Brilliant plan.
I mean, hit it with a sword.
The B plan. Got it.
Did it not come through yet? No.
No, that is a hit. Any divine smitage?
Yeah, that was with great weapon as well, though. So that's still a hit.
I
Minus.
feel like a waiter. Would you like divine smite with that, sir?
Is that hit with -5 still, Matt?
Yeah, it's a hit with -5. Yeah.
Okay. So did I? No, I didn't crit. I so 27, 30 billion trillion.
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this?
So once again, like I'm running around, and I literally take the thing's head clean off with one sweep of my great axe. And as it goes
Sure. And
through,
you know the sound the humanoid head attached to the body of a lion makes as it hits the floor? That's what you hear.
and the axe is kind of, it's minus the singing. There's sort of like blue sparks coming off it as it goes through its head, and it crashes into the ground.
And you find yourself out of combat, but in a wide chamber. There are little piles of like sleeping mats and rubbish around, and you can tell pretty easily from looking around. It feels like somebody is feeding these things. It looks like there's little there's like bedrolls and feeding zones where other creatures have obviously been taking care of these beasts.
Gents, can I suggest we take 10 minutes for me to do a small prayer of healing for you all?
Oh, that'd be lovely, Grim.
Yeah.
Great. Let's do that.
I'd like to explore this trash pile.
Okay, investigate. Oh, that's good. Okay, so Most of it's totally uninteresting trash, like bits of old bones. But you do find a complete, undigested, pretty wholesome, with its own ring, goblin finger.
Hey.
I would like to take the ring.
Sure, absolutely.
Crazy.
It's made of what looks like to be a coppery substance, likely to be copper.
Cool.
It's like someone's
Um,
melted down a copper coin and actually devalued it in creating this thing. It's lovely piece of jewelry.
Is that nine,
everyone-
nine
yeah,
healing?
I'm gonna risk it, and
Actually,
it's gonna be
everyone
a pinky ring.
Yeah, nice.
everyone takes 20 because it's the 9 plus the 6 plus my disciple of life 5.
Okay.
I can touch everyone, so everyone up 20.
Nice.
I'm
Cool.
maxed out anyway, but thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to take a second wind as well.
So
I guess what you would
I-
notice as well, Obi, is that some of those like bed rolls, as you start to explore them a bit further, they look like they're pretty nice tapestries that are just now covered in blood and bits of destroyed humanoid and old bits of food and stuff. But it looks like once upon a
12.
time they were pretty wealthy-looking items.
Did we check out this pile and the one south too?
So
Sure.
DM, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that if I use Song of Rest while Grim does Prayer of Healing, I think everybody gets an additional D6. If you or any friendly creatures here regain hit points at the end of a short
Yeah, it
rest.
has to be due to expending the hit dice.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, and we gained how much? 29. You said.
If anyone's
20.
expending it,
2-0. Anyone need any further assistance
I'm
at
fine.
this juncture?
No,
Yeah,
I'm only
fine.
2 from top, so.
Yeah, I'm
maxed
Gotcha.
out.
I'm fine.
Also, I wonder what Obi's Song of Rest is actually like. Is it just really soothing limericks?
I don't know. I wanted to give him a dulcimeter, but I chose a viol. So.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I'll search this
Nothing
pile
says,
here.
nothing says soothing like an orc with a violin.
Imagine it sounds
Again,
like my neighbour's kids.
more tapestries and body parts. A lot of body parts that have been there for a while, but there's one pretty good condition chunk of meat. If eating big chunks of meat is your thing,
I'll
then,
pass.
all right.
I would be remiss to not investigate this third pile before I head towards the giant, what I assume to be double doors.
Yes. Okay. You do so. Again, nothing very much. One of the tapestries actually is in reasonable nick, and if you've got the space, you could probably roll it up and sell it for reasonable money. Like
Yeah, sure. Why not?
it's like a big deep green tapestry. It's got like the top half depicts Waterdeep, and the bottom part is like all these pirate ships and what look like slavers ships coming into the Skullport Bay. It's pretty nice.
Sweet.
Nice.
If the Obi sort of just lets out like a whistle and sort of yells back to the group like, "Hey, there's a door down here."
As I walk to join them, I check out these 3 on the right. Anything interesting about them? Any runes on them or otherwise?
Not really, but you can give me a survival check.
Ooh,
Yeah.
about time.
There's some big footprint traffic from the middle set of doors, and you kind of notice from the way the dust has disturbed, it's likely that whatever caused that traffic is the same thing that's been feeding these fearsome beasts.
And no
Big
traffic from the
big old bare feet.
and no traffic from the north or south one on this right side.
Not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take
What
a
do you guys
listen.
want?
Take a listen at the southern door.
You hear the sound of like a insects, like little insects crawling, and yeah, you know that kind of little echoey sound that lots of insects make when they're piled up together in an echoey corridor.
Let's see what the next door does.
Take a listen over here.
Absolute silence.
Hmm. I get a feeling
And
that
these-
silent doors.
Do the doors push inwards or pull outwards?
They pull outwards into the main hall.
And did Grim check this one up at the top?
I didn't listen.
Didn't listen, but these three all look pretty similar.
Okay.
Do they all sort of have the same? Would you be able to determine that they're sort of the same manticore-ish looking tracks coming from all three of these doors?
Sure, they're humanoid barefoot tracks, but they're tracks to the manticore piles. Like something's coming in, organizing the piles, feeding the manticores. Maybe it's that kind of a deal.
And the larger tracks for them. Right there.
Yeah.
Well, how about this one?
Sure.
Yeah.
This one, similar deal, and you can't hear anything from behind it either.
All right. Shall we?
Yeah,
Yep. Shove it open.
All right. I'll pull it back open.
Okay, you do so. Leads into a corridor that stretches south-north, and as you peek your head up, you can see that all three doors would lead to the same corridor.
Yeah, there you go.
Roll 20's just
Cord-
kicked me out.
Okay.
So it looks like there's passage heading
There's
east.
Yep, the passage
There's
heading
a
east to the north.
hatchet.
And there's again there's a it turns to the east if you follow the passage south as well.
Shall we go south?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just move my token with the gang, Matt, if you could, while I'm reloading.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
What do we see as we kind of peek around this corner to the east?
Pretty interesting. This room reeks. It really smells. There are, you can see in the distance, two gigantic, almost giantesque-looking tabletops, and on top of those tabletops are vast swathes of rotting meat in various forms of decay.
Anyone get a strong sense of giants here?
Want to keep heading south?
Would you? How about I do a little sneaky reconnaissance before we just charge ahead on here?
That
That
sounds like a
sounds
plan.
good. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Madness, absolute madness.
I mean, this entire session is only possible because Dave is not here.
Yeah, so let's take advantage of it and not kill everybody. And he can bitch about it when he rewatches the stream back.
When he watches the stream, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I missed Dave this week." Okay, can you move your token to where you're going stealthily, Obi?
Kinda gonna hug this wall, probably.
Sure. Yeah, you don't see anything there. The again, no sign of anything that could have delivered this rotting feast onto the tables. But it seems like these chunks of meat are similar to the ones that would have been given to the manticores, and the one that the manticore was chewing on in the room. You just been him.
So I will look back at the group and like whisper shout like, gotta try north.
Yes, we go north. I think. Hey,
Give me a perception check, somebody. Don't mind who. Great. Have fun trekking north, guys. Fantastic. Feel free to move your tokens whenever you're ready. Nothing to see here.
oh dear.
No, it's just it looks like an unfinished corridor as you turn around the corner.
Can I?
Like somebody, like the whole corridor looks dwarven built, and it looks like they kind of got to the end, but just didn't finish to going to wherever they were going.
Can I get?
Pretty-
Can I see if there's any of those significant humanoid tracks or any other activity that's passed through there recently?
So there's absolutely none in the northern corridor, but again, you'd see signs of those giant footprints leading to these tables over here.
Okay. Still happy going north, guys.
Does this terminate, or is this a door, Matt?
It terminates.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're not going north then.
Come back around.
Just keep me with the
Okay.
gang. I can't see anything on the map. It's Roll20's not reloading for me.
Okay, mate. Just don't panic about it. We'll try and describe things to you.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, should we go east?
Yeah, I'm still being as sneaky as possible, Matt.
Okay, noted.
If you want me to re-roll again, or just continue to use that 13.
Continue to use the 13. That's fine. There's a door on the right hand side up here.
And it terminates again, huh? Take a listen.
I'm gonna give a listen to this here door.
Yeah, you can't hear anything.
All right, I'd like to give it a I just want to make sure I'm not tripping anything when I open it.
Sure, seems fine.
Yeah, cool. In that case, I will slowly push the door open.
Looks like a broom closet.
No eye this time.
They're fucking brooms.
Yeah, no brooms though. No eyes. There's like a couple of buckets on the floor.
I'll take a look.
Cool.
I'll take a look around the room to see if there are any crevices or.
Oh, you feel a ripple of magic shudder up from your feet to the top of the body as you feel almost like you dematerialize for a second. You close your eyes, and when you open your eyes again, you've been teleported about 10 foot to the left.
Try it again.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I love this dungeon. It's full of shit like this.
All right, I throw a coin to the spot and try to catch it in my left hand. Does it materialize?
It materializes like literally where you are.
Oh, awesome! That was fun. Well, this is.
Fallon, it's about that point that you see from your vantage point in the feast hall the troll lumbering around the corner.
Amazing.
Can't.
If that's relevant.
It is. It's quite relevant. Has the troll seen me before I can in my?
Doesn't look like it's seen you. In fact, it's looking like it's like humming to itself.
So I
it's kind of
I quietly pace down the corridor towards everyone else, out of sight of the troll, and quite a clear, precise troll direction to everyone.
Just
troll.
Fucking troll. And you hear him going, dark, the manticores feed Dorothy. Blah, blah.
Well, they're about to have a bad time.
Yeah, their pets are gonna be dead.
Is anyone in the room that's making their presence known to the troll? Or you're all kind of basically being
I'm
stealthy?
hiding behind the table. I
Yeah,
just
I'm not.
squat down behind it.
I'm still stealthed.
Anyone
I
that's
don't-
being
How many?
stealthy, give me a stealth check.
I don't know exactly where I am, Matt. It's come back on now.
Yeah, you're to the north still, investigating this northern part of the passage
Okay.
with Kieran.
Cool.
Okay, that's okay. Even though, actually, you don't know this, Farland, but from your hiding point, like your leg and your butt are still stuck out from behind the table. It's pretty easy to see you, but you're not aware of that. And despite that, this troll just kind of hums to itself.
Pop out.
See you.
Pop out right here and say, "Halt!"
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want? I got job to do, and he just starts filling. He takes a sack down from his back and starts filling the sack with the meat off the table. Got to feed Dorothy and her friends. Got to feed them up good.
We were just passing through. Do you mind?
Yeah.
I wander by him. Come on, guys.
Clean up after yourself.
I suggest we all maybe head south.
quite quickly.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
suggest.
Quite quick.
Let's-
Exactly. Quite quickly. Because
So
Before he sees Dorothy's current state.
bingo.
Let's
make haste. Alan.
Off to feed my girls. You guys take care.
Alan.
Just
What? Did you hear
Come
something?
on. Let's go. Yeah, we're going this way. He's just feeding the folks over that we saw. Yeah.
you see the
Do you want me to
troll
kill him?
disappear down the corridor to the north.
Do you want me to kill
Alan,
him?
come on. No. We're moving on.
Okay.
Great. You kind of hear the footsteps thump away to the north there.
Now, what's in
As you
this
get-
hall down here?
There
Any-
is another feast table full of manky food here, which looks very similar to the other one.
Let's not be too curious now. Haste is important.
Well, it's looking like a dead end here, guys.
Yes. All right.
And there's another door to the south just here.
All right. Take a listen.
Can't hear anything.
Hey, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna push it open.
Oh, great. There are 2 tables in this room. If I can grab the right bit of the dynamic lighting to let you through. There are 2 tables in this room. And sat at the one on the right-hand side is a dwarf. Except the dwarf is very dead.
Ooh.
Ah.
So it's a dwarf skeleton. And the dwarf skeleton is holding a chalice in his or her hand, raising it to the sky, almost like she's been posed there by someone or something.
Check the traps.
In the other hand, she has got a dagger.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Speak with Dead.
Cool.
He has his full head, right? So that's
Yeah.
the skeleton.
As you cast it, the head turns round 180, and its hollow skeletal eyes face you.
I'm kind of like freaked out by this right now.
How did you die?
Manticores. There were 4 manticores.
Where is the right verb you should use?
Repeat, please.
Where they were, the past is the right verb you should use.
Killed by manticores. Looks a bit confused. Where am I?
Sorry.
Is there any danger in this room?
I I don't know this room. Never been here. I don't think so.
Ask him who he is.
Yeah, who are you?
Great warrior. Came down, challenged Alistair himself.
And does this chalice have any significance?
I've never seen it. Oh, I'm holding a chalice. This room is not familiar. I got killed
All right.
by manticores. And who are you?
We asked the questions. Well, he was clearly placed here for something.
Can we?
I'll go ahead.
Can I check?
I'll go ahead and take the chalice.
Oh, okay.
You do say.
Farland takes an intake of breath.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You now have a chalice, and it looks like this is made of gold. It's got 2 rubies encrusted in the upper rim.
It's a nice cup, that.
Can I just approach the figure and see?
Can I go? I've
Yes,
answered some of the questions.
You are released.
Thank you. And the head drops down.
So, Grim, you can talk to dead things.
It's one of my skills. I'm on a
Oh.
tour, allows me to speak with the dead. They don't know much except what happened to them recently upon death.
That's
Before
really
their
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Farland approaches the dwarf, completely unfazed and unimpressed by magic he's seen for centuries, and just checks for any sort of booby traps mechanisms attached to the posed dwarf.
None, but you do see, like, underneath her chair, there is a pack of some kind, like a little rucksack.
Okay, I'll have a look inside the rucksack.
It's got all of the. It's a complete burglar's pack. So if you look at the player's handbook, I'll link it for you. It's got everything in it that you would find in a normal burglar's pack.
Cool.
Oh,
Is
gentlemen,
there anything?
Which I will link now. Sorry, carry on, Obi.
Gentlemen, I know this is a very interesting time for us all, but I would like to remind you that a troll went to feed the animals we killed, and there is no way out on this side of the chambers.
Why are you shouting? We can just kill the troll.
It's at that point you hear like this loud, blood-curdling shout echoing down the corridors. Dorothy!
I suggest we move post haste.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's just
Run
try.
away.
We can just say what's going on. Oh no, you poor thing. Who's killed your manticores?
No.
We can find them for you.
I mean,
We can bluff
I'm
it.
sure going to try, but I'm pretty sure that Alan's covered in blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
no, the stench of manticore blood across your various axes, hammers, and swords is probably going to be a bit of a giveaway.
Do you
I
all want to
wonder-
keep running
I wonder
north?
if a manticore keeper would recognize manticore
We can't.
blood.
There's nowhere more north to go.
Right here, this corridor.
Oh.
If the troll goes back towards the east, maybe. Otherwise, we have to go into the room with the troll. Keep going this way.
You know, maybe we talk our way out of this. He seemed reasonable.
Wait, why don't we just avoid him for now?
I mean, he
Till he
was
calms
reasonable.
down.
He was reasonable right up until the point that he discovered his pets had been murdered.
Dorothy.
A lot of people are the same. They're weird like that.
Funny. Can I So if we're going away from the
shit.
troll, as we leave,
As you peek your head around the corridor, you see the troll returning from another room to the north, now brandishing a rather large club. Roll for initiative.
Oh shit!
That will be the safe room
second-
where the troll lives. And where it keeps its weaponry.
15, Matt, or 14, excuse me.
Noted.
Okay, 1 second.
Oh, I got 4.
Yes, I'm relogging into this thing.
14 for it.
Wow.
Is initiative really that bad, or is just Roll20 playing up?
Nah, it's Roll20 is giving me shit like always.
Okay.
4.
But, I will roll like
Who's
one
missing?
die and it's +2.
Got Farland, got Alan, Karen hasn't rolled yet, but he's going to get 12. That's okay.
Yeah,
12's pretty good today for initiative, apparently. Obi, you're first.
I'm first.
Okay.
Obi first.
I don't see this token? Oh, now I see this token. Shit.
I don't know, Grim.
Yeah,
have you given him the standard underhand sign language signal that you established in your party for there's a fucking troll there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Troll.
It's
Yeah,
stopping
so
my
I will-
tracks.
Yeah, and near shitting your britches.
Exactly.
I will cross in front of Grim. I will brandish my rapier, and then I will cast Dissonant Whispers again. Because it seems actually
Pretty good.
very fire.
Okay.
But Alan can't use the advantage, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll do Dissonant Whispers, because it's cool.
Yeah, wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Wow. This troll rolled a 14 for wisdom.
Boo.
Boo
Well,
boo.
it takes 5 psychic damage.
Yep. Doesn't seem to notice. Like, as it sees you, it's kind of just, you see its whole stance is one of pure rage that glistens across its face. Dorothy! Ain't no love like the
Yep.
love of a troll for his manticle Dorothy.
So we're discovering.
Obi, anything else for you?
I don't think so. I think is there anything interesting for cunning action? Dash, disengage, or hide? Nope, nothing interesting.
Okay, Karen, it's you, but you can't see shit.
I'm going to move up. Can you move me because my thing is way too.
Are you going to dash as well? Because
No, I want to move 30 feet.
Yeah, it won't take you anywhere near.
Okay, I want to hold Eldritch Blast when the troll comes. No, I'm gonna move 30 feet and then hold an Eldritch Blast when the troll comes.
Okay, cool. Nailed it. Nice. Grim, you are turned a corner to looking for a place of safety, but instead you have found a place of big green troll lady with club.
I will cast Sacred Flame. Granted, it's only radiant damage even, but DC 15 save.
Oh yeah, nowhere near. Does full damage.
And then, let's see. I will move back one spot. Okay?
Sure.
That's it.
So this troll, you see, like all the damage you've caused, like its skin starts to kind of form back into face and pull back over where the cuts have appeared, and where this radiant damage has happened, you can see already the bubbling skin is starting to heal itself as it regenerates.
Okay.
So that's good news. And then it charges down the corridor, full of rage towards Obi.
So
Yeah,
do I
I'm
see him?
I'm gonna cunning action its first attack.
Sure. Okay.
Can I?
So -2 to its attack roll.
What's your AC? It's 13. So it
Sure
rolls
is.
16, so it's still 14. So that's 15 points. 15 points of slashing damage,
Spicy.
and then it's going to try and smash you twice with the club hit you both times for a total of another 17.
Can I shoot my Eldritch Blast?
So in the total altogether was 32 damage there.
Yep.
And yep, you can shoot your Eldritch Blast. You can just see the troll peeking around the corner. Nice hit. And that's a miss.
Okay, that's my damage.
Yep, nice. Okay, this troll looks really like the way she's attacking Obi is like even if Obi was lying down dead on the floor, she'd probably still be smashing him with the big stick in a fit of rage. It's a bitter, grieving rage. Talking of rage, Alan.
Yes.
See how I segued in there.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you're out of rage, aren't you?
Well, that's what I'm just double checking. Was it? Did we start after a long rest?
No, sure.
Yeah, I'm out of rage.
Yeah.
So.
It's okay. Goring rush.
Yeah. I will get pretty angry, but not completely mad.
Just so everyone knows, I'm irritated.
Slightly irritated.
Can do his
Not
missed
totally
attack.
enraged.
Missed attack, yeah.
I'm just kind of a bit tired. And I will still swing with
Angry.
great weapon.
Oh my god, that's wow.
Oh,
Wow!
oh.
Oh, holy cow!
Yeah, that hurt.
So,
Would you Alan, that's a double crit, mate. That's
Yeah.
phenomenal. And would you, are you smiting?
I am. Well, I get to hit again. Don't
Any smites with that crit? Yeah, you get to hit again.
Hang on. Let me just do divine stuff first. Hang on.
Yeah.
If you're raging, you can do it.
So that's the divine.
I was going to call it there, but after this hit, it looks like this combat might be pretty quick.
And then,
You should multiply that too. That die.
Oh, nice.
Then I'll hit
That's
it again.
Is it again?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Further 10. This
I think
this
the
troll
Divine
lady.
Fury die gets doubled too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a die.
Yeah.
So you can roll another 1d6, Alan,
Nice.
and add 2 to it.
Yeah.
But barbarians are so fun.
I mean, only if you like rolling lots of dice for damage. If that's not your thing, then they suck. Nice. You've just mutilated this poor Manticore keeper. Imagine the Rancor in Return of the Jedi. No, she's not dead.
Okay.
Dead.
Well, I don't
Troll.
know.
She's a troll. It was a good set of hits, but
To the troll. There was a reason we were running away.
I told you we could just kill her.
Talking of running away, Alan,
based on the fact that I don't think anybody's got
Oh,
fire
which-
or acid, probably
Have you got-
not.
have you got anything else to do, Christian?
I don't think so.
And that's you without raging, without reckless attack.
Yeah. Oh, I could push her back. No, I've done a bonus action. I've done a bonus action.
Can you roll a d20?
Sorry?
Can you roll a d20?
Yeah. No, it's 18.
With your final swing, you've actually lopped its head off. But the body and the head are both still. The head's rolling around on the floor and like growling still, and the body's still moving independently from the head.
Okay, I'll. Okay, it's not my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
What just happened there?
The head's come off.
Okay.
The troll head has popped off, but the body is still fighting on independently, and the head's still screaming at you from the floor.
Wow.
Oh, man!
Okay.
She's a beautiful troll lady. What would you like to do, Fallon?
I would like to pace towards the head.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and place the head separately. Rebound back a bit. There you go. That's the little troll is the head.
Okay. And my first attack directly at the head. So I'm just going to literally shoot an arrow straight down into the head.
Yep, nice. I mean, this isn't where you shine usually.
No, but I've got 2 shots.
Come on.
Fingers crossed.
Are you sharpshooting or not?
No. Not
Okay.
worth the risk.
Oh, you should have risked it.
Yeah, well, lesson learned.
That's a hit. Oh my god. You hit the head, and the head like implodes, like, oh fuck, and just like shrinks down. And as the head implodes, the body just kind of freezes for a second and slumps to the floor. Yeah, you got lucky to behead it, and you got lucky again to smash the head in one shot. You have defeated the troll.
Told you we could have
Boom.
killed it.
All right.
That was good.
That was
And
brutal.
very, very fortuitous that
Yeah,
you
that
rolled
could have been
the
worse.
18 for the limb slashing roll.
Wow.
Good work, everyone.
Noise.
So I've got some news for you. A couple of things for next week. One of my original milestones was the defeating the Manticores and the Manticore Keeper, and so you get 1 experience milestone towards level 7.
Whoop whoop.
Woo. All right.
But I think that's most of the rooms in the bottom. I think most of the rooms in the bottom of the dungeon are done, right? Like you have.
We've not been
Not
down to
quite.
the Visage bronze statue thing.
Oh, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
That's on the way down, though, right?
You've got a pretty good map now of
Yeah,
where everything is. So I'm going to go ahead next time and just not to railroad you, but to preempt your decision and make sure I have everything in level 2 prepped.
I could do with a bit of a
Nice.
rest, guys.
Excellent.
If I'm honest.
Nice.
I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, is it possible to take a long rest in this area?
I
I
assume
mean-
you're in the trolls room somewhere up here.
Again, it's not that you can't take a long rest. It's that it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and unless you rest until 6
Okay,
o'clock
yeah,
in the morning, you're going to benefit. So you can rest, but it needs to be a very, very long rest. And at that point, very long rest.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I wasn't tracking the time.
Yeah, I've been tracking. So you're
I mean,
okay. You can
at
have a
that time,
very
you
long
can
rest.
go back.
But there's nothing wrong with taking a very, very long rest. It's just the longer you rest, the more the risk.
Yeah, but with all of that time, we can go back to the surface, take a rest.
Sure. Are they?
We know that the safe route because we basically clear everything.
Killed everything. Nearly.
Yeah, so
all you know is you've said
a very long rest too. I don't mind, but
Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm sort of the idea that we just forge ahead because we've been on this
Yeah.
floor for 7 weeks.
Maybe a quick short rest, and then just keep on going.
I'm okay
Yeah,
too.
we could do it. We could do a short rest, and I'll crack Song of Rest because I am fucked up.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay. I get back a lot of spells with short rest. So I'm fine.
Cool. Well done, everyone. You've gone through a lot of nooks and crannies. You've found the withered heart. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
I want to try to attune to that fucking art. So what the fuck is up?
Okay, if you can do that during the short rest, if you wish to.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll try.
By the way, Og, are you below half your hit points? Are you below half your health?
I mean,
So
I am roughly at a quarter.
Okay,
So
well,
I need to tell
before we do the
everybody
short
else what they're going to see as Chiron attunes to the heart, because there's stuff you definitely see.
Cool.
So as you're kind of trying to put it on your flesh, you kind of end up putting it on your hand, and this is horrible, because what happens as you attune to it is you feel your own heart being ripped out, and suddenly everyone can see there is your heart in your hand, and the withered heart is now in your body, and you just slump to the floor, dead.
See? You did think about this.
Yeah.
No, Jesus.
But you die holding your own vaguely still beating heart pulsating next to you, with the withered heart not beating in your
Well-
chest.
Yeah, that could have gone better.
Damn it! Why is not here to test the shit in this place?
We nearly made it one session, guys. Well done.
And just to be clear, I didn't keep a third level slot, so Revivify, which could have brought you back, is not available.
Ah,
Oh, well.
Maybe
Okay.
we do need to do a long rest then.
Oh no, unfortunately, Revivify, you have to do it within 1 minute.
1 minute, yes.
Yeah, so.
Well, I have a week to think about another character.
God's sake.
Well done for rescuing the withered heart, guys. That was.
I mean, somebody has to like make Dave shit if Dave's not here. That's basically how this.
At least you avoided the acid trap, right? Because that's phew, that could have done
Yeah.
like some serious
That
damage.
was a lot of acid.
Well, before we short rest,
Okay. I'm gonna ask you something. Since my fucking weapon is sentient and I have an inspiration, can I burn an inspiration to not do this shit?
I can give him my inspiration.
And say that,
Actually turn back time. I'm not sure how that works.
and say that while I was doing this, my weapon is saying, "What the fuck are you doing, you fucking idiot?"
Inspiration. I vote for that.
Make me roll it.
We will think about that before the next game.
I mean, you have to tell me. I need to come prepared.
Only that I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to set a precedent where you can use inspiration to reverse things. That
No,
kill
yeah,
you.
no,
Using inspiration as a res is makes inspiration a little too
OP.
powerful in general. But I will have it. But it is a pretty fucking harsh effect. Like attuned to the heart. Die.
How about using inspiration to cast a spell you have prepared when you have used up all of your spell slots? So I'm asking to use my inspiration to gain 1 spell slot back. Very simple.
You can use mine too, the inspiration. I can give you it.
I'm gonna just take I'm gonna take him to the whisper room for 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Just sleep on it.
Sure, sleep on it.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna bounce. If,
Okay.
if
Okay,
anything more important happens, just put it in the chat.
We will. Great session, guys.
Boost yourself to half your hit points before the short rest, because I get those back. So you get you'll be at half of your hit points going into the short rest.
Shit. All right, then I will only burn 1 hit die.
Right, exactly. That's why I wanted to use them up. In fact, but it only goes to half. So I've got 30 points to spend. So if you're below half, take yourself up to half before the short rest.
So that puts me at 20, and then I rolled a 6 and then a 5, so I'm at 31.
There you go. Okay.
Cool.
Great session, guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Dalton's back. Do we want to wait to see what happens?
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We're back.
It's all fine. Although Kyron has his still beating heart in his hand, and he looks to be dead. You kind of take his pulse. There's nothing there for a few minutes, and you're kind of thinking about calling on your patron back on the surface again. But just as you've given up, he coughs up just a spurt of blood and looks wide eyes and brings himself to the feet. Karen, you are alive. The withered heart is somehow keeping you alive, and well, you and I have had a little chat about how that's worked. Nothing to see here for the rest of you gentlemen.
To worry
it's all
about.
good.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about.
That was a really nice item.
No, it wasn't.
I'm glad we find it.
Aren't you glad you went to all the trouble to release that? Like, man,
Yeah.
if you hadn't defeated that evil statue, you'd never have gained that
Yeah.
awesome artifact.
Cool. All right, guys. Great session this week. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys.
You found some good stuff in this dungeon. Cursed sword, deathly hearts. It's all there.
Yeah.
Motherfucking dungeons!
Cheers, all.
I'm gonna tear this fucking shit apart. Bye.
See you guys.
See you next week.